What's up with y'all, man? What's going on with y'all Protect fam? What's going on with y'all? It's your boy Protect Sports.
Yeah, we
put it. Another live stream for y'all, man. Hey, let's get the intro. Let's get right into this, man. Y'all know Commander Tone in the building. We got the commanders in the building. Y'all know we're rocking. So we're going to let everybody introduce themselves from left to right. If I get to all good to God, man. I'm God to that right now, man. Let's get it, man. So, hey, we'll start with the big dog, Rico, Tim, my man, Commander Rio, Jeris, and my man, Dayo, man. Introduce yourselves and tell them where they can find y'all at. Let's start with that, man. So we're going to start with Rico.
Yes, sir. This is Rico from Street Scores. You can find me on Twitter, Street Scores ATL, holding it down here for everybody outside of the DMV, man. I'm excited about the new branding. Let's get it.
My name is Tim from the Tim Sports Talk. You can find me on YouTube and, do play-by-plays and make videos over there. So come hang out. And thanks for Tone for having me.
That is a refined ass radio voice. This dude. And this was brought to you by the team of the Washington Commanders. It's Rio in the building. Commander Rio. Salute Rio_Robinson91 on social. Rambling with Rio on YouTube. Y'all know the vibes. It's a new era now. It's time for new beginnings. And after we get all this branding shit out the way, we need to talk about who's commanding the goddamn huddle, bro, because that's all that matters.
We will talk about that tonight. Trust and believe. Jeris.
Y'all know who I am. I don't need no introduction. You know where to find me at.
I like it.
You can find
confidence is key.
Jeris
Confidence is key.
They know where to find me at.
What's up, everybody? This is Dayo. First time around in the round table. Appreciate y'all for having me. I got a podcast, Happy Hour Podcast. Go on Spotify, wherever you get your podcast from. Me and Tony, we and our good friend Dave, who's a Cowboy fan, we chop it up every week. We talk about football, but we ain't talking about him right now. So let's get this. Let's start the discussion.
Let's do it.
All right, man. Hey, we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna waste no time tonight, y'all. Hey, what do y'all think about the name, the rollout, and the munis, man? The munis, man. Hey, I'm going to start with Dayo, then Jeris, then Rio, Tim, and then Rico, and myself.
Okay. Let me be the first to say this. I don't like the name. That's one. I don't like the name. I was not a fan of the name. What the hell is the Commanders doing for the Washington area, the DMV area? That doesn't make any sense to me. Unless you want to go out to Navy and out in Annapolis, they're basically the Commanders, but it is what I digress. I was in favor of Red Wolves because Red Wolves made the most sense, but unfortunately they had to do some legal things, and they had to go to court, and we already know how court and football team is with this organization goes, so let's just leave that be. And the rollout was, I mean, what do you want? What do you expect from them? What do you expect from them? Like, what do you expect from them? Even if they had a good rollout, everybody's still going to trash it anyways. So, and then I love the uniforms. The white uniforms, it needs some touching up.
They slap.
Yeah, but everything else, I love it. I love the black uniforms, especially with the DC patch on it. I love the burgundy uniforms, and the white ones. Work in progress. All in all, today I give it like a 6. 6.
I like how you said 6 out of 10. That's cool. Yeah. Jeris, your turn, Brody.
I mean, everybody wanted Red Wolves. I don't got a problem with the name. I like it. The rollout was trash. The uniforms, all 3 of them to me was fire. I actually like the white uniforms. I like the.
Damn.
They show like the extra red in the numbers. I don't care about that. I like the faded on it. It gives like a college kind of feel to it or whatever. I like all 3. The uniforms, the helmets are. I've been dying for an all black jersey for a long time. We need one, and we finally got one. I don't got a problem with the name. I'm interested in seeing how the field actually looks and how the logo and everything shapes out.
Jeris.
Jeris just
He out. It's like that.
The go Jeris
They
had
got
to
him.
leave.
they got Thanos. He got
Jeris,
Thanos snapped out of here, man. What happened?
Hey, what happened? My bad. My bad got Thanos. How did my man Jeris?
He hit the wrong button.
Yeah, he hit the wrong button.
You
But
didn't
yeah,
get it, you
go
made
ahead,
it.
Rio. Because
All right, look, this is how I feel.
This
This is how I feel. The name is mid as hell, but it makes sense. Like it's mid. Like go ahead, Jeris. Go ahead and take off where you was at.
No, I was just gonna say everybody's crying for a name. We got one, so just stop whining about it at this point. It is what it is. But that's it for me.
If you play Call of Duty or Fortnite, you'll love the Washington Commanders. Go ahead, Rio.
Yeah, look, this is how I feel about the situation. The name is mid, but it makes sense. It makes sense for like, listen, the Capitals, the Nationals, the DC United. Like, it makes sense with the theme of DC teams, even though I'm not a crazy about it. Let's keep it a buck, though. They didn't want the name to be Red Wolves or Wolves because there's no way a Sunbelt college in the Minnesota fucking Timberwolves are stopping us from using a fucking wolf on a $4 billion franchise. Let's keep it a bean. Daniel Snyder knew what the name was, and he told Jason and them because they're smart, innovative people to make it look like this is a process that we all have a say in that shit. They knew what the name was going to be as soon as they changed this motherfucker. Let's keep it a buck. The uniforms look great. Y'all need to fucking relax that are hating on the uniform. Y'all are just stuck in the fucking 80s. Listen, my age, the age demographic in this roundtable, we didn't watch any of that shit. Like, we didn't see any of it. I don't know what a Super Bowl looks like. I don't know what 11 wins look like. I don't know what it looks like to have a quarterback get to his second contract. So the whole tie-in tradition shit, like, let's keep it a buck. They gave y'all the home uniform. They burgundy and gold. They threw Commanders on the front of it. They look like the older uniform. The black and the white, that's for us. That's for us, bruh. They gave us a fresh look. We don't look like we're playing with leather helmets anymore. Like, we look like we're playing football in 2022. They look good. Look at the full uniform explanation on the website where they break down why things look different. I am glad they didn't put.
Hell no, we don't have a shot to be America's team.
Yeah, fuck no. And honestly, America's team don't even be doing shit. So I mean, like they're sitting there clowning our uniform, like, family, your blues don't match on your white jerseys. Like the blue and the helmet don't match with the numbers on your jersey. And everybody says, oh, the jerseys aren't going to sell. Ian Rappaport reported today that we are the number one selling thing on Fanatics, and Chase Young and Terry's burgundy jerseys have passed Tom Brady, who just retired, and they're the number one thing on Fanatics right now. People are going to buy this stuff. Y'all just want Redskins to stay. Redskins is dead and gone, but we're always going to remember it. At the end of the day, it's a name. Who's quarterbacking and what are we doing on the field, man? It is what it is, man. I'm with it. Commander Rio in the building. Hashtag take command. Also, those that are mad that we're using an AAF team's hashtag, 9 out of 10 people in the world don't know what the fucking AAF is or the San Antonio Commander. Yeah, hell yeah. Like, we wanted to tell this team's name, but we can't use a fake football team's hashtag. Come on, man. Y'all just reaching, man. Stop grasping and embrace the fucking new. We're not the Redskins no more. Hell to the goddamn Commanders.
Let me bask in Rio's soliloquy. Rio funny as hell. I'm sorry, bro. He said, "Make the Redskins no daggone boy. Here's the goddamn Commanders, nigga. I'm tired of y'all."
No, let me go ahead back on Rio though.
Oh God,
he's right about the name. First of all, let it go. All right. The reason why we had to let it go is because of the damn racial climate that was happening 2 years ago. So at the end of the day, they had to change it regardless.
Facts.
So they had no choice. You knew when shit hit the fan with George Floyd, it was only a matter of time. They had to change the name. So just let it go. I was already at peace with it. And then, yeah. So,
let it go.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Tom.
No. Go ahead, Tim. I'm last, bro.
Yeah, Commanders is. I was saying beforehand, once they said it wasn't going to be Red Wolves, I was sad, but as long as it wasn't Red Tails, I was cool. Definitely did not want a men's spanking magazine to be our logo or to be attached to us in any way. So I'm glad it's not Red Tails. Other than that, I was going to live with the name no matter what. So that's what I'm going to do. I don't believe it took 2 years to name this team. I think it was totally within the. By the time Rio was interviewed for the fan ambassador, they already knew what it was going to be. They're just like, yeah, hey, let's. What do you think about these? And as long as you didn't puke once you saw the Commanders, they were like, okay, we're good. I think the uniforms look good. I do agree with the white ones looking. I think that should be a little bit darker red. I do like the fade that Jeris was talking about in the numbers. I think that could stay, but a little bit of more of a burgundy color rather than a more brighter red, I think would be the slight change needed. But overall, I think it's fine. The rollout was it was so anticlimactic. We're the Commanders. Like there was no drop of a banner or no nothing. It was just like, let's just start right to it. And then I feel like Doug Williams didn't even know he was gonna be the one to announce it. Like Jason Wright's all of a sudden like, what are we? Like like he hadn't been a part of the what are we? Tell him what we are. Like it was. I thought
you ain't spell uniforms right. What is a uniform?
Uniform. What's up, John?
Some of you have no sense of grammar. I'm just messing with you, man.
Young people dress. Those uniforms look unfinished. Well, I think they look pretty sweet. The black ones definitely look sweet. I wear a black jersey.
Oh, we have
every
black
Sunday.
Uniforms now.
Yeah, so I got my black Sean Taylor jersey
right
here. So I love the black and
that's
the
hard.
numbers.
RP to go, man. No cap.
Yeah. So yeah, I think the jerseys look good.
2-1, man.
It's sad that Jason Wright spoiled the name in his own video with the Commander leak.
That was intentional.
That's what they say. Well, they have to say that now, but
no. They was trying to warm folks up, like, bro, this is what's coming, bro. It ain't the Wolves.
Let me explain this. Once Street Score and Protect finish this, I got a lot to say about everybody else, man, because these motherfuckers are so goddamn annoying. But go ahead, continue, Tim.
Rico.
I don't think I have anything else to say. So yeah, go ahead, Rico. Oh, well, actually, the last thing I say, thank you for complimenting my voice, even though your voice is way better, Rio. You have a great radio voice.
Hell no.
I think it's pretty good. I don't know if everybody thinks. I think it's a pretty good
Rio,
radio voice.
Appreciate you.
Ultimate shit talking.
Maybe for like Barstool or some shit.
But yeah, man, to me, I agree. The name is some mid, but like they were supposed to play it safe. They don't want to deal with any legal issues moving forward. Like it's supposed to be safe. It's one of those things. Once we're winning, nobody's gonna care what the name is. They're just gonna care that we're winning. I mean, because nobody cares that like other people's names that don't really make sense. Like, I mean, the Browns, that's not really, that nobody's really proud of that name specifically. They're proud of the history behind the name. So once we put some history behind Commanders, we'll be proud of it.
We could be the Pelicans. Just remember.
Yeah, like it can be way worse. That's my whole point about everything. Even if you don't like the jerseys, it could be worse. Even if you don't like the name, which I don't hate it. I also don't love it. It could be way worse.
Facts.
And then the jerseys, I'm somewhere like in the middle where I don't necessarily love them. I love the black. I love the fact that we have a black jersey. My only critique on that jersey is that the font looks like the Steelers with a little slash in the middle of the numbers. That's the only problem I have with it. And then the W on the front kind of annoys me, but I'm just super excited about the fact that we have a black jersey. I've been preaching that for forever, man. That's all I cared about. The white jersey, the ones I like the least, but I definitely don't hate them like a lot of people hate them. But the burgundy is solid from top to bottom. I think going matte for the helmet is beautiful. I think the helmet is crisp. You could argue that's the best part about the entire uniforms. I think they killed that. So I'm really excited. Again, the white jerseys I like the least, but that doesn't mean I hate it. The thing I like the most about it is that they took a risk. Like Rio said, with our age group, I'm glad that they didn't just go beat the Alabama or the Giants. Like it's just the most plain, stationary, just numbers on a plain blue sheet of paper.
Practice units.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad that they took a risk. And even though I don't love the risk, I'm really appreciative that they took it. And I hope we wear the black jerseys as often as possible. I hope it's not a once or twice every year thing.
So, Rico, when are you going to admit that you knew what the name was a long time ago? That's why you already have merch. When are you going to admit that you already have merch? You've been in contact with Jason Wright, holding out.
And you're not even
unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Nah, man.
Commanders, Rico. All right, man. Hit the name. It's Commanders, go. I got you, bro. Hit the merch.
My
cuz.
mom whipped this up just a couple of hours ago, man. She put this together with the little
Fake
man.
news!
Shouts out to my
Fake
mom.
news! He's lying. He was holding out.
I believe Brody. I believe my lookalike.
Yeah,
my
man.
lookalike ain't gonna lie to me.
She got me looking right on the stream, man. It's my first time unveiling
does
and
look
everything.
good.
I'm
It
about
does
to
look
wear
good.
it from now on, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate
I
it.
go fire, man.
Hey, Heavy Chevy, you not
Great
lying,
debut.
bro. The Falcons jerseys look like tie-dye, like kids, like field day shit. Like,
Hey, I'm
They're my
sleep.
favorite. That's sad.
Face. You a
Black
troll, bro. You are a troll. My opinions on the jersey. The name. I'm not being nice, bro. I'm not about to sugarcoat. The name is trash. Let's start with that. It's trash. It's Garbola juice. Let's start with that.
old
That's
name was
enough for
trash.
me. I ain't wrong. Number two.
Spoken
the
like a
rollout.
true commie.
Yeah. All
Mandis.
that. Screw it up, whatever you want to call it. It was bad. Number two.
Redskins was
rollout.
trash.
The intro video was fire. The intro video was fire.
Oh, that shit was like
fire.
that.
It was fine. But the
I was surprised
rollout
they
of
kept
the
Redskins
release
stuff in
of the
there.
jump,
They even said "Hail to the Redskins." I thought that was. I was surprised.
Yeah, that was fine. But the actual rollout itself, trash. Now the uniforms, exquisite, perfecto, fire, period, fire. All three of them. What Birdman said? All three of them.
All trio.
Respect on the commanders.
trio.
Respect on the commanders. Commander Tone in the building. You know what I'm saying? Put some respect on the commanders. How do you feel I said out my mouth? Oh my god! But the uniforms are fire. The name is mid. The rollout video was fire. The actual rollout was trash. I'm fine with it. This is typical Dan Snyder. This is his peanut walnut head ass. It's what he does. He's a moron.
Hey,
I've grown to live with it. I'm about to hit 30 around the quarter, so I'm used to this now. So it is what it is.
Hey, them
Shout out to the
varsity
I don't
jackets,
work
the
football
cleanest thing this team has ever made, bro. Them joints is crazy.
They hard. They're tough.
We ain't never gonna see them joints on a shelf though. Them joints is only for gang, like only for the team.
Them jackets like that, Slip. Oh my god.
Then Rio unboxes one.
Bro, if Rio
Oh
get
yeah,
one, I'm
yeah.
like,
Next
Rio!
week.
They're gonna rob the shit out of it.
Rio, sneak me one, cuz. But go ahead, Dayo. I know you want something to say after we all get
All
our
right, all
opinions.
right. Let me explain this, bro. So, for everybody
He's about to
who
preach.
was on Twitter, who's on going on the local shows like B Mitch and Finley or the Sports Junkies, or hell, even Kevin Sheehan show or Thomas or Reese and everybody out there, it's including the radio host and whatnot. Fuck all y'all, especially the goddamn helicopter. Fuck him as well. Y'all
Hell
were
yeah.
surprised.
Yo, the wildest shit is that it was an NBC helicopter and they were the people hosting the fucking reveal. Only us, bro.
Bro, you
Oh
don't understand why they did not want to release this name and kept it a secret? Because they knew this fucking area was going to mess it up for everybody.
Reggie Red.
And I'm like, yo, first of all, the helicopter roaming around
OG.
FedEx Field around, what was it, 7, 8 o'clock at night? Around 7, 8 o'clock at night? Ruined the surprise already. So now when I woke up and tried to watch the Today Show, I can't even be excited about the name. And plus the rollout was kind of garbage, but at the end of the day, what the hell were they supposed to do?
Exactly.
So, and then the people who are on Twitter complaining about the name, about the commander's name. The commander name is trash. The commander name is trash. Commander name is trash. What the hell do you want this team to be named?
Red Wolves!
Outside of Red Wolves. They were not going to be named Red Wolves. They literally said it.
I wanted
in
the
the
Washington Moes, bro. I said that 100 times. In DC, they call me Mo. I want to be called Moes. I want to be called Mo. And I want Lil Uzi Vert's Grab the Wheel song in the background. In DC, they call me Mo.
We accepted the
calling
name.
them out,
We accepted the name. Look, we accepted the name football team, man. We be all right with Commanders, bro.
Exactly.
I'll
We
be all right with
all right
Commanders. I'll
with
just
Commanders.
kidding, but
Somebody
I
say I'm giving up. I'm not going to be a fan any longer.
Deuces.
Like, okay, bye. We don't
Next
need
week
you,
they're going to
bye.
be talking about who we're going to draft. Okay, like,
Or trade for. Exactly.
They'll be okay.
I'm
Hey,
trolling, bro.
If you
Allen
stuck through the
debuting-
football team, you'll stick through Commanders. You'll be
John
okay.
Allen, John
Like,
Allen
people
debuting
like,
that
oh,
Matt
I want-
Helmet at the Pro
So what we're
Bowl
gonna
on
call
Sunday.
short? We're gonna call it Commando. We're gonna call it the Commies.
The Mandy's.
I personally would not call ourselves the Commies because I'm not trying to offend anybody. But
Niggas gonna be throwing up Hell Hitlers at the stadium.
exactly, I'm not trying to offend nobody.
That's why I can't say Hale anymore. I think Hale's dead.
We're the Commandalorians.
Yeah, like I think Hale's dead with the rest of it. That's probably the worst part for me is that we lost our R and we lost the HTTR.
Shit, nah, they bringing that HTT shit back though because they've rolled that out a couple times today. Hell to the Commanders. Look at the team Twitter page. They bringing that shit.
HTTC.
HTTC cut. HTTC cut.
HTTC. It sounds like a strand of
The
weed.
new hashtag is
I'm smoking this
Take
commander. Smoking this
It's
commander
Take
pack.
Command.
It's
And then everybody's trying to go on our team. I'm like, bro, I understand our name is terrible, but there are worse names than Commanders.
we could be the Packers.
Fuck is cool about a dolphin with a helmet on?
We could be a Packer.
Dolphin.
Bro, there's a fucking minor league baseball team called the Biscuits. I don't want to hear nothing.
Hey, no way. Where? Hold on.
I swear to God.
But are they
Nah,
Popeyes
I'm on
biscuits?
them.
No.
I'm on them.
What about Red Lobster
Gossip,
biscuits?
bro.
Are they Red Lobster biscuits?
My favorite
Man,
thing is
what
how
a
people
joke.
Roger, you gonna be all right, man. My favorite thing is how
OG
people
Roger
like
be
to
all
act
right,
like
man.
Redskins was fire. Like that shit was all right. Like, fam, like it's just what we know, bruh. It's just what we know, bruh.
Hey yo, when Rio said this morning on the stream, I was with him on the stream this morning, bro. That had me rolling. Everybody was mad when they heard that.
Oh, they was big man. Cause I was listen, fam. It was all right. The logo was all right. It was unique. Cool. It's not here no more, bro. What are we gonna do, bro? We got real issues going on in the world, and people crying themselves to sleep in redskin blankets. Like, fam, watch football when September comes, or watch or don't. Like, fam, it's not that
It's
serious.
real simple.
I'm like, yo, just let it go. We got rid of the name two years ago. Just let it go.
Well, they're not going to let it go anytime soon, especially not on day one. It's just not going to be let go, which is fine.
Okay.
And they're gonna let it out, and it is what it is.
Crap.
But they're not gonna. They're definitely not gonna just let it go.
Who playing
It's just not gonna
quarterback for the
happen.
Commanders?
All
Though?
right, let's get to that. Let's get to that.
Mhm.
F this name. Don't care about his name no more. Let's get to the mother effing quarterback.
Yeah, but about the name. No,
Hey man, we
Total
just gotta
rugby
take it out.
Jeris had to go. His internet acting weird. So, Jeris, thank you for stopping by, bro. Always next time.
see you, Jeris.
See you, Jeris. All right, we'll see Chris on. We'll see Chris on the flip side. But yeah, let's get to the. Whoa! Super chat. Hold on, let's get that real quick. Shout out to my man, Hawk Commander Hawk with the super chat, man. $10 dono. Call the Commanders, call the victory, Braves on the warpath, fight for all DC. Yes, sir. And your super chat is getting starred. And
I love the high Q
Shout out to you,
profile
bro.
picture too.
Shout out to you, bro.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, bro. I love that show too, bro. I swear to God, bro. You love anime, you love that show. But let's get back to the point at hand. We'll have an anime stream on the second channel. We're gonna talk about this quarterback stuff. Quarterback. Let's get right to it. We already talked about the name right away. Now let's talk quarterbacks. Give me a veteran you guys want and a rookie you want to draft, and why. I'm going to start this one with Rico. Sorry, Rico. Then Tim, then Dayo, and then Commander Rio. Commander Rio. So let's start with Rico though.
All right, so veteran wise, best case scenario, of course, if everything gets taken care of, Deshaun Watson is my number one. I just don't see it as very realistic. I don't know how they're gonna be able to pay off that many people, settle it, whatever. There's just too many people involved.
Get
So,
more
and then
educated,
beyond
don't
that,
get
I mean, I'm actually cool with like a very cheap like Jameis Winston. Like I'd take Jameis over like a Jimmy as long as we draft a guy. Like we have to draft that guy if you're gonna start Jameis Winston off rip, which takes me to my top draft quarterback. Of course, Malik Willis. I know Rio's a big fan, so I'm gonna let him dive into the talent. But just on the bias side, Malik Willis, same high school as Cam Newton, Adam Pac-Man Jones, AJ Terrell that plays for the Falcons right now, and yours truly. So I've been rooting for Malik Willis the whole way, and then to see him progress the way he did and going from his year 1 2 years ago to his year 2 this past season, and how he worked on his technique and how he got better in a lot of different ways. That's my number one option. Highest ceiling, most potential, has the strongest arm in the class, also the most mobile. Design the offense around them, make it work. We pay these guys millions of dollars. And I know raw quarterbacks have worked out more often. It's still a crapshoot, but in today's NFL, the Josh Allens, the Pat Mahomeses, a lot of these guys, offensive coordinators are willing to adjust their offenses around quarterbacks more than they used to be. Back in the day, the offensive coordinator tried to mold everybody into being Peyton Manning. And that's why a lot of quarterbacks failed. Even Marcus Mariota, I'm not a big fan of him coming out of Oregon, but he went to a system that tried to mold him into a way that wouldn't fit him. Today's coordinators, including Scott Turner, I can see where you can get a Malik Willis and they can end up being a really good quarterback because you can match their weaknesses too. Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson, not great throwers from the beginning. Josh Allen either, but you can win games with them with running a run-heavy offense and just throwing deep down the field off play action. So I can see a scenario where Malik Willis can come here and be great. But, yeah, I'll let Rio handle all of the traits and stuff like that.
All right. Well, go ahead. I said Tim, right? Go ahead, Tim.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna go a different route with the quote unquote veteran. Technically, he's been in the league a few years, so I don't know how much of a veteran he is. But because everybody knows about the Wilsons and the Watsons and the Aaron Rodgers and things like that, and Jimmy G's. I want Drew Lock. I think Drew Lock could be reasonably cheap. I don't think you're going to trade first-round picks for him by any stretch. I don't want to trade a first-round pick for him by any stretch. But I think that kid has so much potential in there. He's got some mobility. He's got a super strong arm. He's got a great attitude. There's a lot of stuff I think they can work with. I think Vic Fangio completely screwed him over this year, going with the much quote-unquote safer guy in Teddy Bridgewater. You see where that got them. But I think there's a bunch of stuff I wish that he started. So I want Drew Lock. I'm a big Drew Lock stan. But as far as the quarterback I want to draft, my number one quarterback, but I don't think he's going to be there, is Kenny Pickett. So I think the more reasonable guy is Desmond Ridder. I think Desmond Ridder is a really interesting guy. He compares to guys that didn't work out well, like RG3, like Marcus Mariota, but he still has a ton of potential. He's 6'3", 210, he's straight line speed, kind of like Daniel Jones, unfortunately, but he's got great long strides. He's got great straight line speed. There's definitely a few things that he has to work on as well, but I think that Malik Willis has a whole lot more things to work on personally. But I like Desmond Ridder as my rookie quarterback that I'm interested to draft, that I think is going to be there at number 11. I think Kenny Pickett's the most NFL ready quarterback, and I think he could be like Chris compared him to Derek Carr. I don't think that's a horrible comparison, and maybe he can reach a little bit more of a ceiling there. But anyway, those are my guys I'm looking at.
All right, so before I let everyone else continue, let me take the super chat real quick. Shout out to Heavy Chevy.
Yes, sir.
Is Ron's plan still valid at 5 years with Bengals finally passing us as the Steelers organization goes to the Super Bowl?
Okay, let me answer this question. Heavy Chevy. They had the number 1 pick in the draft, and they had Joe Burrow. All right, there's
number
a
5 pick, and they drafted Jamar Chase. That's a huge difference. We were the number 2 pick. They had Joe Burrow. That's the difference.
That's right, Dayo. Let's be the Bengals. Let's suck for a few years. Let's go 1-15 or whatever. And then get our quarterback, and we're going to the Super Bowl.
Tim, if you love a guy, trade up for him, bro.
Let me explain this, right? We know what to expect from like Joe Burrow. He's legit, all right? I know, but the thing is this.
We take this comment real quick, Dayo.
No, we don't hate you for it, Roger, by the way. We all go on these stupid niggas when they fuck up.
They don't want to win soon.
We all
Yo,
clown
hate me for it. I don't care. I'm just sick of these dummies. But we understand how you feel, OG. You just gotta chill.
We
OG.
definitely don't
You know how
hate
it
you
is.
for it, bro. I be shitting on him every. I be shitting on Heineke and them every Sunday. Like,
And man, stay away from Desmond Ritter, please. On absolute, I don't hate him. I'm just not a fan of him. Okay,
not a fan either.
Okay, well, all right, Rio, you may continue, Rio. Commander
No,
Rio.
Dayo was going.
Dayo. Who you want for veteran and rookie quarterback, Dayo?
Veteran wise, veteran wise, I agree with my man Street Score. I wanted to pick Deshaun Watson, but I'm going with a different route. Russell Wilson.
Yes.
Commander Russ.
Russell Wilson. Now I'm gonna tell you why. I want Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson's from Richmond.
Yep.
Russell Wilson
That's good cut.
He can make this team a Super Bowl contending team.
Right
now, because think about it. Washington's offensive line is clearly better than Seattle's. Washington's weapons, granted, they're not Metcalf and Lockett, but
we got money.
we got the money. And not only that, we have the draft capital as well. Seattle's draft over the last 7 years has been really terrible. So I would consider Russell Wilson. That's me. Now, as far as the quarterback to draft, Kenny Pickett. I just think Kenny Pickett's the best quarterback in this draft. He's the most ready in this draft. And if you could take Pitt to the Sugar Bowl, well, not the Sugar Bowl. If you could take Pitt to the Peach Bowl, you're a number one pick in the court. You're a number one pick in the draft. The number one quarterback. You're not the number one pick. That's Thibodeau and Hutchinson. But Kenny Pickett to me. That is Kenny Pickett.
Let's go, Mandos. Y'all funny as a mother, bro.
Mandos.
Let's not come in until we get a real.
All right, so is it my turn to close it out, or did everybody win?
It's your turn, bro. I'm last. I'm gonna be last on all these.
Okay. All right, look, I'm gonna give you what should happen, what probably will happen, and who we should draft. I'm gonna go off of Dayo. Obviously, Watson would be the best thing, but you know what I'm saying? That situation has to play itself out before he's a real conversation. There is no better person to be the face of this rebrand than Russell Wilson, bro. Like, he is the exact character, skill-wise, face. He has the same faith as Ron. He is everything that epitomizes this Commander's rebrand. Like, Commander Russ, bro, like, it doesn't get better than that. People like to say, oh, he's deteriorated. No, he's not. Bro, he was hurt this year, missed games, and still put up 25-6. That's probably a top 3 season in the last 30 years for the Washington football team. And go look at the previous 4 seasons before that. Baller. Absolutely elite quarterback. He's 33 years old. Tom Brady's 100 and he's still balling, bro. He's mobile. He fits perfectly what Scott Turner does, and we're interested in him. They've already put it out there. Wow. We're interested in him. I cannot see a better fit for being the face. Those jerseys will fly off the goddamn shelf, bro. We immediately become a contender, and we're a problem. If Chase and Sweat become what they should become, on top of Russ, we go get another receiver and we use the cap money. Like, take the cap money and use it. You can't take that shit home with you.
Think about it this way. If Russell Wilson gets traded to us, he's going to be the best quarterback in this damn division.
Hell yeah. Because
this is gonna be the best offensive line he's ever played behind by far in his career as well.
We're a good offensive line. Russ is the perfect acquisition. How I see it playing out, Jimmy Garoppolo or Mitch Trubisky, and that's not what I want at all. I want no part. Like, I made this point 1,000 times on our spaces last night. Jimmy Garoppolo's played 2 seasons in the NFL. He's been in the league for 8 years. He's played 2 seasons in 8 years. He has a 27 touchdown season and a 20 touchdown season. He doesn't have another one over 10 touchdowns. Not another one. So in 8 years,
let me say this about Jimmy G. I don't want Jimmy G here because let's say we get into the playoffs. He cannot carry us home.
At all. I don't want him.
I
He
don't
gonna
want
get
him.
dragged.
I don't
home.
want no parts
He gonna
of
get
him,
dragged home.
but I could totally see it, which pisses me off. I
But
could see it.
I don't. But here's the thing: Jimmy G came out today and said he wants to pay for a contender. So Pittsburgh, he's all yours.
Please take him.
Please, Pittsburgh.
Because we
Please.
know it ain't Askins over there. We know it ain't
Please.
Askins.
He wants to play for a contender. They immediately aren't once he gets there.
And that's the
and
that's my reality pick.
He's
and
the
my,
reason the 49ers.
Oh,
aren't
I
in
know
the
what he
Super
wants to
Bowl.
do. He wants to go be Aaron Rodgers' backup. I gotcha. He wants to go into a contender. Oh, okay, so he's gonna go. He's gonna go be somebody's backup. I see. I see.
My guy finessed 140 million off being handsome because
And then
no production. He has
Actually,
no production,
to be
bro.
fair, I think
got
it was
hun-
not
he
so
got
because of what he
140
looked like.
million
It was
data
because
points
Bill Belichick's aura.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Bill Belichick drafted him. Oh, he must be the next great. And so that's why they traded a second-round pick and paid him a bunch of money. And he was winning
Yeah.
games.
Fam,
fair.
Just like how Alabama, it could be a 4-star recruit. As soon as they get recruited by Alabama, they become a 5-star. It's the same effect as Bill Belichick.
This is crazy to me. Like he's
Then
been in
he
the
go out
league
to New
since
England.
he's been in the league since 2014, and his touchdown to interception ratio is 70-38. In 8 years, he's done
I
nothing.
agree, Roger.
They win in spite of him in San Francisco. I don't want it. I can see it.
Good for the Saints.
Draft-
0
Russell
touchdowns,
Wilson
2
could be
picks, 2 wins. What?
Yeah,
Yeah. Real quick, before you go into your Malik Willis thing, and that'd be great. Just 2 negatives on Russell Wilson. I love the character thing. I love that point that you made. I think that was awesome. 2 things. One, a team has never won a Super Bowl with a cap hit of a quarterback over 13.5%. Next year, he would be at 17.5%. So I don't know if the contract would work, but you're not going to win a Super Bowl with him with that math, if that plays out. And I think that that's going to continue to play out for a while because you need a complete team to win a Super Bowl.
NFC open.
The
NFC
NFC
open
is-
for
the
business,
NFC
bro.
is wide open.
Fam, Rodgers might go to Denver and Brady retired. There might be no quarterbacks left in the NFC. We get Russ, we might have the best quarterback in the NFC.
I mean, we probably would. I mean, like, I think he's phenomenal. I think he is a top 5 quarterback. I think it's ridiculous.
I don't care about cap.
Yeah.
I don't care about future. I don't care about draft. Fam, we need to win now. Ron is going to build the team for his successor if he doesn't make a big move this offseason. So,
Which I'm fine with. I know Ron's
Man.
not fine with, but I'm fine with. I want to continue to build this team for the long haul. If that doesn't include Ron, then that doesn't include Ron.
yeah, I don't care about
Like,
the long
I'm
haul.
not
I don't know
selling
about
out
leagues
for
and
Ron
that shit,
Rivera.
bro.
But I don't think this is going to be a sellout
Hey,
for
look, man,
a
this
championship.
This year is make or break for Ron.
It is. It's
Everybody's
year
close.
3. Results
year
need
3
to
for him.
happen right now. But
we're gonna wipe his nose if you don't do nothing. We're gonna
as
get him
far
out of
as
there.
as far as the draft, bro, there's no one in the class nearly as talented as Malik Willis. It's not even close. Kenny Pickett, sure, he's ready. He's not going to get much better though. I feel like he has a cap ceiling. I feel like he has a cap ceiling. He's going to be solid immediately, and he's going to continue to be solid.
So you're saying Kenny Pickett is the Mac Jones of this draft?
Yes.
I would say better than Mac Jones.
Well, he's more
a
mobile, Mac Jones.
with a-
Yeah.
with
He's more
mobility
mobile,
and
Mac
a
Jones.
better-
Mac Jones' process is faster, but he has more ability to extend plays and use his legs than Mac Jones. So yeah, people
and
like
he has a better arm than Mac Jones.
yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Kenny Pickett's ready to go, but look, Malik
He's
Willis.
got baby hands. He's got
Malik,
baby hands.
Malik Willis.
They say his thumbs is double jointed. He's double jointed.
Yeah, Burrow got little hands too.
Pat Mahomes as well.
I don't know if they're as little as him. What I'm going to look.
Willis is the guy, man. I'm telling you, he's leaps and bounds more talented. Fam, he didn't play with one NFL prospect at Liberty, bro. He had to play Liberty. He had to play hero ball, which resulted in more interceptions this year. But if we're going to pick apart interceptions, Matt Corral in the year before had a 6 and a 5 interception game. So, and that's playing with SEC talent. So let's not sit here. Let's not sit here and harp too much on the interceptions. Like in a year where people like
Sam Howell had the worst situations out of any of these top
Yeah,
drafts.
facts.
And
they still
Sam Howell lost 4
everything
that was drafted in the
Yeah.
NFL.
He lost 2 1,000 receivers, 2 1,000-yard running back.
hell
and
yeah.
Malik Willis never had them.
Had
So
any
it's
of
just
it.
like they both, they both
And-
just.
And know that Malik Willis played against Ole Miss. and he got sacked how many times against Ole Miss? Like,
Hell yeah. And I like the character. His most impressive thing, watch him at the press conference. Watch how he diagnoses what happened on the field, and watch how he always takes the blame, even though it's his shit team's fault. He always takes the blame. That's a character, bro. Oh, he's too small. He's 6'1", 225. He's built like goddamn Saquon or
He's
Nick
literally
Chubb,
built like Joe Mixon.
but
Literally.
he's gonna be a top 3 rushing quarterback off rip. So if he's as raw as people like to embellish about him, you can rely on his athleticism while he develops as a passer. He's a more natural passer than Lamar Jackson coming out. He's a more natural passer than Cam Newton was coming out. His arm is his major weapon. He's just very athletic. He can throw it anywhere on the field. He can layer it around the field. He can throw from any arm angle, and his extended play ability is insane. Daniel Jeremiah tweeted an hour and a half ago, Malik Willis has been by far the most impressive quarterback next to everyone in Mobile so far, because when that type of talent is next to other talents, those traits stand out. Watch the AFC championship watch the game between Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes and tell me you can settle for a quarterback with limited traits, bro. You need the tooled up guy. Give me Malik Willis.
Well, they both got knocked out. But
I guess it's my turn. I let everybody talk. My turn. So
yeah, go ahead.
Hey, I'm gonna take some comments real quick. And Roger comments about Carson Strong. I am good. Roger, I understand you love that dude. That's your guy. But Carson Strong, to the left. I don't want him. He can go that way.
He ain't mobile.
That way. He can go that way with his 5'40". Yeah, that way. I'm good.
Who are we talking about? Carson Strong.
Carson Strong.
Oh,
his
yeah,
arm's crazy, but that's it.
He
ain't
crazy.
that way. He can go that way.
He ain't mobile.
Carson Strong's not good.
He's not.
He has a serious injury history that I'm worried about.
His medicals are crazy.
I gotta find this jump. I gotta find this.
Love his arm, but
so this is what Jeris said about your boy, about you and Rico's boy. Here you go.
Willis, that's a bad take. I say put the tape on, man. Put the tape on, Mo.
All right. So I watched the tape of Malik Willis,
when I watched it.
I will have a Malik Willis breakdown on the channel later on. But I'm saying, go ahead, Tim.
No, I'm sorry. You go. It's your turn. I apologize.
No, you good, bro. It's all good. So, veteran quarterback I want. Commander Russ, standing by. Give me Commander Russ, man. Give me Commander Russ. I love Deshaun, bro. I would love to have Deshaun Watson here, bro. But you can't be out here chilling your girlfriend with 25 different women. And, they all got lawsuits. And you got to pay them all $50K, keep the bread out. And we don't got time for that, Deshaun, little bro. Keep the bread out or we don't want you, period. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? Keep me $50K while you're at it. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan. Keep the bread out. But next, as for Jimmy Garoppolo, he's trash. Don't want him here. Throw him away. He can go to the left as well. He can go to the left. I don't want him. He can go that way. What Domingo say? Yeah, that way. He can go that way. Get out of here.
Russ.
Get out of here. Commander Russ. Exactly. Also, you got Derek Carr. I'll take Derek Carr.
Derek Carr staying with the Raiders.
I think so too. McDaniel's keeping him.
Yeah, McDaniel said he wants to keep him.
And to be perfectly honestly about
that's why once Jimmy Garoppolo deep inside.
To be perfectly honest with the allegations of Deshaun Watson, there would be no better place for him than here because Dan Snyder's our owner. So I feel like if any owner can make that situation go away and the culture would fit him. Ron Rivera said we have the locker room and the staff to embrace a guy going through a situation, and he said all cards on the table. So do not rule it out.
For sure.
Yeah, but then
the only I'm ruling out because I don't think he'll waive his no trade clause to come in. I think Russell Wilson would waive his no trade clause before Deshaun Watson would.
You think so?
I really do. I don't think he would waive his no trade clause.
Somebody's going to be the face of this new. Somebody's going to be interested in being the face of this brand, bro.
It's going to be Russ. It's going to be Russ. If it ain't Russ, the guy I want to draft, me and Tim text all the time. Me and Tim on the same page. Give me Desmond Ridder. I know Malik Willis has a high ceiling. I understand that. I get it. Pickett, the most NFL ready. He got the lowest ceiling. He gonna be Kirk Cousins or Derek Carr, nothing more than that. I'm good.
I'll take one of those.
I'm just saying, but he's not gonna be nothing better than that.
Yeah, true. I got you. His cap. Yeah.
His ceiling is that. Also, you got Carson Strong to the left. I already said that. And who's the other guy? Oh yeah, Sam Howell. I like Sam Howell too, but I just think he'll either be gone by the time we pick, or we're not gonna want him.
Howell is a great fit for Scott's offense.
Yeah, I love Howell too.
And not only that, he does have chemistry with De'Ami Brown.
De'Ami Brown, yeah, exactly. So that's another thing to kind of point out as well. But Ritter to me, bro, Ritter's my favorite guy, bro, because I think dude has a much higher ceiling than give credit for. He took a non-Power 5 school. This is Cincinnati, bro. This is no SEC. This is no Pac-12. This is no Big Ten team. This is Cincinnati to a freaking college football playoff. I know they got their doors blown off. I don't care. They got there. Yes, they got their doors blown off. I understand. They got there, bro.
My only concern,
my receivers suck.
Listen,
receivers trash.
Look, my only concern with Ritter was this:
exactly.
How good was he throwing the football?
Fam, Ritter is Kellen Mond, bro.
Whoa, hell no. Whoa.
Ritter not it, bro.
Real, I love you, Brody. I love you. But son,
Ritter not it, bro.
Son, he's not Kellen Mond, bro.
It's cool. We don't gotta worry about that, bro. No. We're gonna make a trade by the combine. It's cool.
I'm dead.
Hey, tell me which games to watch from Malik Willis. What's the games that you love about him? Like, which ones did you watch and you were like, oh, this is my guy?
I got you. Hold up. I have cut ups of it. We'll get back to that. I got you. I'll show you.
Yeah, it's fine. Just tell me which ones. I'm curious to watch those specifically. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, and I watched it maybe a few weeks ago, and now I just remember my thoughts leaving it. He had a lot of stuff to have to work on, like a lot, as far as pocket presence. I saw him spin with nobody around him. Like he's just like running and then he just spun.
He was shell shocked because he plays behind a high school offensive
line. that stays a lot of times. If you have a bad pocket sense,
Josh Allen had all of
stays.
These concerns coming out as well, and that's why I like to compare.
Well, he's not 6'5", 240.
Yeah, but he's 6'2", 225, and his arm is just as good.
Well, now he's 6'2". Is he going to be 6'3" next time? I thought you said he's 6'1".
He's like right under 6'2".
Okay.
And he's built like a Mack truck. He's faster, and his arm is right there with Josh Allen. And they both played for nothing college. They both played for nothing college, except Josh Allen actually played with people that went to the NFL. That's the difference in college.
Right. We'll see. I mean, against Ole Miss, when he did play against competition, but you're saying that he didn't have good competition or people around him. But it's
watch the tape. Watch my breakdown now.
Ritter is not good, bro. Bailey Zappi's better than Desmond Ritter.
Wow!
Whoa! I'm not that. Let me explain this.
He's better than
that. I like Zappy against UTSU or whatever it is. UTSC.
Bailey Zappi ain't good either.
Bailey Zappi. I saw him play against. What team they play in the bowl game? Like what team they play in the bowl game?
I forgot when they played the bowl.
His majority of his wide receivers were getting wide open. They play App State.
App State, yeah.
I saw him play App State.
So shocking. Or like how you trying to make excuses for a guy? Y'all have lost y'all mind.
Bailey Zappi is the same height as Matt Corral, and Matt Corral's better than him.
Yeah, Matt Corral's twitchier. He's twitchy.
Yeah.
Bailey Zappi's not twitchy at all.
Yeah, Matt Corral's better than Bailey Zappi, and they're the same height. So, to me,
Bailey Zappi is the Case Keenum of this.
That's what I'm saying. If it's not a first round guy, I would draft Bailey Zappi before any of the other guys.
Yeah, I liked what I saw against that USTU or whatever the school was that he played. I thought he played really well. Had great command of the offense, made quick decisions, went through his progressions. I thought he did a lot of good things. But anyway, sorry.
Y'all, why don't y'all put live games on here for let's all watch? Copyright reasons.
Yeah, they be flagging the shit out of us.
Copyright and get our channels taken down. We will post those. You want our channel that get taken down? Yeah, I suggest not to do it.
I got to figure out the rules for that because me and Pascal from the Tay and Top podcast, we were doing a series where we were going to rewatch all the games from the season. The video was so fire, bro. That shit never made the light of day, bro. That joint has so many flags, bro. We watched the condensed version. And they said, no, sir.
No, sir.
And we need this monetization. We need this monetization. So
I watched a game. I broke down, I think, the first game of the season Like it was gonna be like a 4-hour thing, and like I paused it and went through the whole thing. I posted it. It wouldn't even let it be seen, let alone monetized. It wouldn't even be seen. Like I posted it. It's like you're not allowed. It's not allowed. You're done.
Bro,
I was like, good grief, dang, that sucks.
I want to do draft process breakdowns on the channel, right? But every time I do one, bro, the video gets taken down within a week. I get a claim and get taken down.
And I'm trying to make money off these videos.
Exactly, bro.
Man,
It's like the monetization got taken down.
I was gonna be okay with not making money on those specific ones, but it wouldn't even let me post.
Yeah, it didn't let us post the rewatch. It didn't let us post the rewatch.
Yeah,
I did one like
even
that.
get in there.
They like randomly flagged me for. They like flagged me for something that was being talked about during the game, not even the game. I was like, what is happening?
Exactly, bro. Like it's retarded, bro.
Like,
I can't wait for it even.
Majority of the quarterbacks that are in this draft are all seniors.
Kyle Hamilton's the best player in this draft. That boy going top 3 to 5.
Yeah, he gonna be long gone before.
He's generational to me.
Kyle Hamilton,
he's generational.
He's going all the way. He's top 5.
Best player in the draft.
He's not going past 5 to the Giants, bro. I'm saying that right now.
Oh yeah, he's
take
going
the Giants picks away. Take the Giants and the Dolphins picks away, bro. We want repercussions, bro. This Brian Flores.
Oh yeah.
Let me explain this as well. You know the Eagles got 3 picks as well, and they screwed themselves up from making the playoffs. So all the Eagles draft picks are basically in the.
All right, so let's ask this question because
I love Nakobe Dean, but if we take a linebacker off ball 2 years in a row, I might fucking throw up.
I'm a Georgia fan, and I agree.
I love Nakobe Dean, and I
agree with you.
Other dude, what's
the other man?
Devin Lloyd.
Yeah, there we go.
Smash that like button, y'all. Smash that like button.
Lloyd, yeah.
So I'm gonna ask y'all a question, bro, because Door Gunner, shout out to Gunner, one of the long time supporters. Shout out to Door Gunner. Much love for you, brother. Thank you for stopping by. If not quarterback, what position you want to draft in the first round? I'm gonna start this one off.
Mike linebacker.
So I'm gonna start this one off real quick. If ain't quarterback, bro, give me linebacker, bro. And I don't want to draft a linebacker 2 straight years. I don't want to, bro. But this Mike linebacker is trash. We don't know who the heck, bro. They put Jamin back there. He got cooked like Swiss cheese. They put Cole back there. Cole can't play how Cole want to play. They tried everything, bro. The only thing they haven't tried yet is try Landon, and Landon's just too small. It's not gonna work. So I want to put the idea out there, but it's not gonna happen. So Mike linebacker, anything but wide receiver, bro. We have invested $1 million things in wide receiver. We invested $30 million.
That's where I was going.
Can't trust a man with 2 first names, as Louis T would say, aka my hamstring hurt, aka my calf hurt, aka my groin hurt. Everything. What
side field, Samuel?
Your back, your neck, bro. Everything gonna hurt. Your head hurt. You got a concussion. What's up with you, bro? I need you to get help.
That's why we should draft the receiver,
bro. The only receiver I want is Jameson Williams. He's coming off ACL too.
Fam, the receiver class is good, bro.
I want Jameson Williams.
That's a good receiver class.
They do.
I want Jameson Williams. I want no one else. So no. If Jason Williams not tear his ACL, I say receiver too, but I can't. But I'm gonna go Dayo first.
Too.
Then Rico Vintel.
You said Dayo, right?
Yeah,
Dayo, Vin Rico Vintel.
Other than quarterback.
If we don't draft a quarterback in the first round, I would like to get a Mike linebacker because God bless David Mayo, he ain't the answer. So, because you're going to play Jamin in his natural spot, which is weak side linebacker.
Oh my God.
And if you draft Nakobe Dean, I won't have a problem with it. But get a quarterback.
Oh, facts.
Get a damn quarterback.
Facts. And that's why my pick is going to be that we're not going to be picking at 11. So we're not. We're either going to trade up for a quarterback or we're going to trade for a veteran quarterback. We're not picking in the first round.
I agree.
I think a trade's happening before the combine, personally. I think it's coming in the next couple of weeks.
Well, I forgot about Burks. I forgot about him.
But if I draft somebody there, give me a receiver, man. Give me Drake London. Give me Burks, do Arkansas.
Treylon Burks.
Give me Burks. Give me Burks with Drake London. Shit, I'll even take one of the Ohio State receivers, but I don't like taking skill positions in the first round. But we need a legitimate, or Olave. Olave is a smooth operator, bro. But I would trade back if I was going to do Olave. But we're not picking at 11, bro. We're trading for Russell Wilson or somebody, bro. Like, I really believe there's too much coming out. Like, they're letting their intentions known to the world that they're going to trade for a quarterback.
They want a quarterback in the worst way.
Yeah, they do. Like,
I supposed to have Commander Russ, man.
Like, listen, that Mike Silver article is coming from Ron himself. That's his guy. He hired him to work and put content out for Washington. And then Albert Breer, and then Mike Garafolo. And then, like, it's coming from everywhere, bro. They know that year 3, if we don't see some results, that's when Snyder starts to become impatient and do Daniel Snyder things. We're not picking at 11, bro.
And Ron Rivera already said his whole thing with not getting a quarterback was we need to make sure everything around the quarterback is ready. And then he commented recently, like since the offseason, that we feel like we have everything ready finally.
Look, man. If they don't get a quarterback this season, this draft,
I gotta get him to Drake London, bro.
We'd never getting one if we don't get one now, bro.
Look,
I don't know when.
Look, next year's draft is probably going to be better because CJ Stroud and
Bryce Young
is coming out.
Bryce Young.
I mean, but we can't go into year 4 without a quarterback. What is our right now if we go into year 4 without a quarterback? Like, what are we doing? Like, what the hell are we doing, bro?
Plus, those guys are going top 5. Like, it's going to be a normal quarterback draft where we're either going to have to lose a bunch of games or we're going to have to trade up pretty far. Either way, it sounds nice trying to get a Bryce Young, but you're going to have to trade all the way up to get him. Whereas these guys may fall to you.
Oh, yeah, they not having
Hey, I'm going to interrupt, but it's the message from Jeris. This man hilarious. He said Malik Willis, nigga, had his worst year, and he got the nerve to tell me, look at the tape. I watched more film on him than anyone. They so lucky I'm not up there. The Malik Willis video I'm gonna make will be unforgettable.
Hey, tell him if he wasn't on tell him he could state his case if he wasn't on fucking AOL dial-up internet. Nigga, get some Wi-Fi and then we can talk some tape. We can watch tape on, bro. He got Malik Willis film on VHS.
okay.
Yo, Rio is hilarious, man. But all right, so what was you want to drive in the first round? Not
I thought you said Rico first, but it doesn't matter to me.
Go ahead, Rico. My fault. I thought Rico already talked. My fault.
So I mean, of course, if we're not going quarterback, it's hard for me. I don't see there's a Mike linebacker worthy of the 11th pick. And I love Nakobe Dean. I'm a fan of the champions. That's my team. I'm not even gonna call them Georgia. We're champions right now. But I think another off-ball linebacker 2 years in a row, and then just the off-ball linebacker period, 11th. I personally can't do it. So by default, I'd probably go receiver because we're not going edge rusher, we're not going tackle, and those are the things that are worthy of top 11 picks. I think by default we would probably go with one of those top receivers. And but the thing is, it's a very deep class, so that's really hard for me to do. I feel like you can get somebody almost as good like in the second round. So, I mean, Kyle Hamilton's not making it to 11, but the answer is Kyle Hamilton outside of quarterback. To me, if you're not going quarterback, you're Kyle Hamilton. I'd even be willing to trade up for him if we already have a quarterback through free agency or however we figure it out.
Okay.
Facts.
All right, I totally think that we should ride with Taylor Heineke and Kyle Allen. I think they're the future of the NFL.
Boot him.
I gotta go. Let's go, y'all. You got the ball. Let's go.
Just say tomorrow.
Rio out.
Commander Rio out. No, it's going to be so sad if they do anything like that. If we don't have a quarterback, it's going to be really bad.
I'm going to command.
It's going to be really bad. I hate first round wide receivers. Maybe late first round is okay, but I think that I just absolutely hate it. And I don't even care that Jamar Chase is absolutely killing it. Joe Burrow's been sacked quite a few times throughout this playoffs. It would be nice if he had a better offensive line in front of him, and they still have T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd. They still have Joe Mixon. Unfortunately, CJ got hurt, but they would still have a ton of weapons, even if they did not have Jamar Chase. So good for them for going there, but I am definitely anti-first-round wide receiver, not because I don't think they're good. They can be very, very good. Obviously, Julio was amazing. Calvin Johnson was amazing. That's great. But the thing is that the talent drop off for wide receivers usually not nearly as big as other positions. So
I agree
I like
wholeheartedly.
later round wide receivers personally. So at pick number 11, if we did not go quarterback, I know that you guys don't like the idea of 2 years in a row for off-ball linebacker, and I can understand it, but
It makes sense though. But I hate it.
I need more linebacker help, but at the same time, what sucks is that we don't have a lack of.
Y'all hilarious.
I mean, David Mayo is amazing. No, just kidding. Okay, no, we actually have physical traits at the linebacker spot. Like Cole Holcomb and Jamin Davis both have decent, like pretty good size and tremendous speed.
We'll talk about that.
Coaching is a problem on this defensive side. I don't know why they can't play zone defense to save their life. They just absolutely suck at it. And you look at guys that are not nearly as physically gifted, and yet they seem to be in the right place at the right times as compared to us. So I don't know if drafting another like great linebacker would even help the defense, unfortunately, because of this coaching staff right now. And I was a fan of Jack Del Rio coming in, so I'm not somebody that's like wants to hate on Jack Del Rio, but this defense was supposed to be top 5, top 10 at the very worst, and we were like bottom 31
and
halfway through the season.
And that's why we can't draft a defensive player in the first round, bro. We've put too much on that side of the ball for it to still not be producing. It got to be a quarterback or something to build around the quarterback because we have no goddamn offensive identity, bro.
Yeah, I'm very anti-wide receiver, so at that point, I'm not sure, like, we don't really need offensive linemen. We just paid Charles Leno. I don't want to draft a guard. So Tyler Lindenbaum, I know he's a center, but we already have a center as well. You know, I've heard great things about Linderbaum. I haven't watched him, except other than the one bad thing is apparently he's injury prone, but he was the highest rated PFF guy, but I'm not interested in that. So we don't need tackles. Really, the only thing that I would also be a fan of Kyle Hamilton, but I agree that he's not going to be there, is a linebacker. But at the same time, I don't know if that would help anything. So we gotta go quarterback. Gotta go.
Hey Tony,
We gotta go
Tony, Jeris probably replied it ain't hit the message yet because his internet ain't ping yet.
Wait, you said Kevin O'Connell is hired as a
Yeah, O'Connell's the Vikings coach. Kevin O'Connell's the Vikings coach.
Kirk's staying in Minnesota then. Never mind. That's a wrap.
For sure.
Oh, KOC, yeah, love him some Kirk Cousins.
So the question
And now we're gonna see another former Washington football team staff member.
They're gonna put that graphic
Vikings
up
to the Super Bowl. But what's my odds on that?
Vikings going
What's my odds?
crazy.
So
Just kidding. They're not going to the Super Bowl with
Hey, that Shanahan coaching tree crazy.
Everybody knows O'Connell is the offensive coordinator for the Rams.
Yeah.
So he has to prepare for the Super Bowl. After the Super Bowl, he's going to Minnesota for his head coaching job. So
how did they get an interview? I guess they just picked him
right now because it's the off week before the Super Bowl.
They're allowed to interview one this week?
Yeah,
it feels
they weren't allowed. I thought they were. I thought you're not allowed to interview until after the season.
Hey, they finessed it somehow, though.
I mean, good for him, but they're not going anywhere with a $45 million cap hit, Kirk Cousins, where it's fully guaranteed and you can't cut him. There's no way. They're not doing anything with that that contract is unbelievable.
Their defense sucks. Their defense, they can't even build it right now.
$45 million. Could you imagine?
Anyone trade the Neil Hunter, bro? But
Russell Wilson's only 37, and I'm already complaining about potentially trading for him. 45.
Give me all that.
Kirk Cousins.
Give me all that. Give it all to me, bro.
I'm saying, obviously, I think he would win games. I love Russell Wilson on many levels. I think he's phenomenal, top 5 quarterback easily. It's just my goal is to win a Super Bowl. Like, I'm not trying to just make it to the playoffs. And I don't think he's going to get there with that cap hit.
I think when you trade for him, his signing bonus won't count towards the cap because
they're going to restructure.
The Seahawks got to pay that signing bonus. I think it's like $10 million. So I think the cap is going to be around probably like 28.
In
fact,
if you guys
but
say
only next year though. But after that,
if you guys say we get Russell Wilson with a lower cap hit, then I'm for it. Like I'm just saying, that's one of my big concerns.
The Seahawks got to pay that regardless.
Russell Wilson opens up. Russell Wilson
has 2 years
retention window right now.
Yeah.
With the lower cap hit, I agree.
Yeah.
You can trade for his contract.
I don't like his contract.
When you trade for him, the Seahawks are paying his signing bonus no matter what. They're paying that. That's going to get subtracted from the cap hit that you got to absorb.
We cannot settle for a middling quarterback, bro. We've done it for 30 years, bro. We have to take a big swing or we have to love a guy in the draft. And I don't want to ever see Taylor Heineke start a game for us again.
But, okay, here's another
I
question.
agree with that, sir.
What's Deshaun Watson's cap hit, though?
Oh, I don't even care.
41 million.
$40.4 million.
Give me all that shit if he clears charge. If he gets through this shit, give me all that. Fuck,
He's going to be fun to watch, and he's a phenomenal talent as well. My goal is a Super Bowl.
And we're going to be building for one forever until we put a quarterback in place.
Let me say, if his
problem is if he's going to take 17, 18, 19%.
I would draft him because he's younger than Russell Wilson. I would get him because he's younger than Russell Wilson.
Yeah, 26.
If his charge is clear.
Watson.
Yes, Watson.
All right, so.
Oh, yes. I thought you said somebody in the draft. But, okay, no, trade for Watson if his charge is clear. I got you.
Yeah, so I'm going to ask how that.
We can't settle, bro.
Do we
just draft quarterbacks in the first round until we hit? Just every year. Keep going.
I'm not mad at that logic, bro.
Hey,
I'm not mad at that. That's
what we've been doing ain't work.
Just keep going.
I will say this. This is the last thing I want to talk about. They want to talk about Russell Deshaun Watson specifically. Mm-hmm. What is the max you're willing to give up for Deshaun Watson?
Whatever they want.
Except
Terry. Whatever they want except Terry. Whatever they want except Terry. I don't care, bro. Whatever they want except Terry.
3 firsts and Deron Payne.
And throw a second in that motherfucker too. Like take it, bro.
Rico, what's the most you'll give it for Watson, bro?
I mean, I'm probably biased. I mean, of course the talent, but as many guys as I can get from Georgia as possible. I'm taking them all, especially somebody that's talented. So hey man, Terry McLaurin's the only one honestly off limits. I mean, I would love to keep Jonathan Allen, but I just don't trade away. Like, it's no reason to get Deshaun Watson and now he has nobody to throw to. That would defeat the purpose. But yeah, but that's all depending on if the charges are clear. Yeah, I'm willing to give up a lot because he's younger. That's the main thing. He's younger.
He's 1 year out of the league.
He's 1 year out of the league, and he has God-given ability. And I just talked to his QB coach on the pod the other day. That boy is fine. He's gonna be ready to go. And remember that dude was out here dueling with Josh Allen and Mahomes just a couple years ago, and led the league in passing on a shit team. Don't forget who Watson is. That's a bad boy, man.
Oh, Watson's a stud. Some people are saying that he might be not good because he sat a year.
Yes.
No.
Have they lost their mind?
I haven't heard that before.
That's stupid.
Yes.
Anybody who's been watching Deshaun Watson since Clemson knows he's that damn good. He's damn good.
All right, so Roger, like I want to hear everybody. He talking crazy.
I'm anti
Roger,
Terry and Jonathan Allen.
Like
those are my two.
Same here. Terry is super off limits. Jonathan Allen is like
I'm not trading.
Every other person other than those two
can go
either.
So you get that out.
Oh yeah, together they can hold hands on the way out.
Shit,
I'm not trading Cam Curl.
Please
take Sweat.
We got you.
Listen, bro. We had William Bradley King producing as much as Chase and Sweat last year, bro.
Casey Toohill.
Yeah,
Jason Toohill.
James Smith-Williams.
Exactly. Our dudes can't even outproduce Azeez Ojulari. I want a quarterback, goddammit. I need it.
Rio giving me life right now. All right. In all seriousness, bro. But I would give it for Deshaun, bro. Keep it a bean with you. I would give any amount of first round picks I can give up. I'll give up 3 1s, 2 2s, and 3 starters.
I do the Ricky
That's all I'll
Williams. Give him the whole draft class.
Bro,
Ricky Williams trade is crazy.
3 1s, 2 2s. You can have these 3 1s and 2 2s and 2 starters.
Worst trade in draft history.
Can we talk about
anything with it? We did nothing with it.
And we gave us a whole draft class and a half.
I don't care.
And we did nothing.
Nothing.
Any only untouchables for me. It's only 4 untouchables.
We literally did.
I say that's the only 2. It's only 4 for me. Damn it! All right.
Just like the Rams didn't do anything with our RG3 trade.
Yeah,
like they
everybody
did
likes
nothing
John
with
Allen,
first.
Chase,
Message.
Terry McLaurin. It
Cam
can't
Curl.
have Cameron Curl, bro.
If you hit on
it can't have Cameron Curl.
Listen. If you hit
Sorry,
on
what
the
were the
person
4?
you trade for, nobody gives a shit about the compensation.
What
Nobody.
for? I'm sorry.
Like No, if
what
you
for?
hit,
I said
if you
Chase.
hit on the player
Oh,
that
Chase
you're
was the other
trading
one. Okay.
for, nothing matters. No one cares about how much you paid if you hit on them. It's when you miss, they're like, oh, you paid so much just to not succeed. Like, nah, son. Teams be getting 4 draft picks and don't do anything with them. We are teams. Like,
What I would trade for, I wouldn't trade for any of these guys with the contract. I really wouldn't.
Trade all the players away.
I'm definitely somewhere in the middle. Like I would do it, but the contract is gonna hurt my soul, me personally. Like I mean, it's just hard. Like
I won a Super
you
Bowl.
said,
Nobody's
with
ever done
the
it before.
percentage of cap. Yeah, the percentage of cap they eat up. I mean, maybe we can just draft exceptionally well and defy that rule.
Think about all the great quarterbacks, and they have never done it. Aaron Rodgers, Peyton Manning never won when he was over 13.5. Tom Brady never won when he was over
Pat
13.5.
I mean, but there's a lot more context to it than it's their contract.
Yeah.
So shit just didn't fall that way. The NFL is crazy. Like Brady is the only motherfucker running rings off. Like nobody's.
Yeah, because the only one that also took pay cuts.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not. But it's the New England way. It's not the pay. It's New
He
England.
won in Tampa because he didn't freaking gouge
Because that
Tampa
team
for
was
$40
already
million.
built. That team
You're
was
telling me right
already
now,
built to
hold on,
win, and he dropped right in there.
No, but he also brought people in that were cheap too. That was fortunate because AB, Gronkowski, Leonard Fournette, these guys are phenomenal talents, and they got paid nothing.
But Tim,
Yeah,
what
But he
happened? What happened this year when they brought everybody back?
unfortunately, the Chris Godwin and Antonio Brown injury, but it was not exactly the way they wanted it to be this year. But nonetheless,
and not only that, Tim, you have to understand, Brady has voodoo magic over everybody. He has voodoo magic over everybody.
That's fine. But look, in 2009, everybody was saying Rodgers would have 4 championships by now. Like, pay him whatever he wants because he's just going to win you championships all day long. No, now he's been to the NFC Championship several times, but he hasn't even been to the Super Bowl since they paid him the big contract.
1-4.
And yes, they've been great, but they haven't won. And that's what it's like. I'm trying to look at the recipes that won.
Greatest in the draft, though.
What's that?
They haven't drafted great over the years either. Though.
Suck at the draft.
The Packers suck at the draft.
Suck.
Well, yes, obviously that would help too. Is
I
drafting
feel like it is a lot of factors.
Majority
for
of
sure.
Green Bay's draft.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of factors, bro.
Football.
That cap can always
hit.
unless you're in the Saints type cap hell of 70 million over, like the cap can always be manipulated, bro.
Even they're gonna
manipulate it. Like,
Yeah, cap is kind of a myth. Like
The cap is cap.
Cap
is cap.
Shit is a myth.
Well, when the Saints pulled off the negative $100 million last year, and they somehow got out of that, yeah, I agree. It's completely nonsense. But what's not nonsense is when you start looking at actually what the percentages of caps are. That's not nonsense.
We're gonna get Mitchell Trubisky. We're gonna get Mitchell Trubisky, have all this cap space. Ain't nobody gonna want to come and fucking catch passes from him.
Let me explain.
I mean, if we get Mitchell Trubisky, that's worst case. Well, worst case scenario is trading for Jimmy G. That is absolute worst case.
That's as bad as it gets.
Unbelievable. We're paying him $27 million, and we're trading potentially a first or a second.
Throw 20 touchdowns.
You have lost your mind.
Doesn't Alex Smith's contract comes off the books this year?
I don't know. Was he still on the books? You could be right.
I think he's off the books. He's off the books this year. That last little bit of money's off the books.
I don't know. I can look it up.
Because if his contract's off the books, you can take all of Deshaun Watson and Russell Wilson's salary.
Bro, I right now we got 42.4.
We can afford it,
bro.
But I'm just saying I don't know if that's going to actually.
Bro, I'm telling you this, bro.
Win.
I would cut Landon. I would trade DeRon. Now go get Commander Russ.
Make it happen.
Russ.
Yeah, we only have $700,000 in dead money. That's actually not that bad.
That's really good cap management.
Russell Wilson is going to be a Washington Commander. Manifest it, speak it into existence like LeVar Ball.
It would be fun to watch. I do love me some Russell Wilson, and he would definitely bring excitement to the city.
Skin Taylor Heineke again, y'all bugging.
No. Give me Heineke every day of the week before I'm trading for Jimmy G. That is absolute worst case scenario.
Taylor Heineke, I would take Heineke over Garoppolo by a mile.
Probably just straight up.
Even without the trade, just straight up, I may say Taylor Heineke. But then the trade on top of that, like, and the money.
Yeah, I'm cool.
Taylor Heineke's out here making.
He won 2 playoff games with no touchdowns and 2 picks. Don't talk to me that he won these games. Literally, it was a blocked punt and a blocked field goal that ended up beating the Packers.
We're going to pay him $28 million to come throw 19
Jeez.
touchdowns when we already got a noodle arm that can do the same.
It's so bad. And Heineke is a non-starter. Don't get me just the commenter. I'm not advocating to bring back Heineke either. But there's a clear worst case scenario here, and that is trading a potential first round pick for a $27 million cap hit, Jimmy G.
I'm not sure I'm trading a third for Jimmy G.
I'm not trading a seventh.
I don't want him.
I don't want $27 million Jimmy G. That's
I feel like he's the
insane.
type of guy that where you would convince yourself you don't need to draft a quarterback too. Like I feel like if they get Jameis Winston, they still may be like, you know what, we can take a quarterback. I think with Jimmy G going to the playoffs and how much money he's making, I think they'll be like, we're gonna just give this a 1 to 2 year run, and I would die inside.
Yeah,
Russell's 10 years older than Watson, isn't he? Like 33.
Yeah, Russ is 33, and
Russ's not 36. Watson's about to turn 27.
Yeah, Watson's 27, and Russ is 33, about to turn 34.
Russ has plenty of great football left in him. Don't get that twisted, bro. His off season with missed games is better than anything we've seen here. So, bro, I'll take 25.
He's younger, but slightly more expensive.
He finished the season going crazy too. Russ looked good to close the season out.
Yeah, 38 points on Arizona to end the year.
Yeah,
He was going off.
He got healthy at the wrong time.
Hell yeah. he could bring DK with him too.
They don't even have a first round pick, don't they? Like they traded it to the Jets.
They traded it to the Jets.
Exactly. Y'all need this capital. Come get Washington, bro. Be the face of the rebrand. Those Jimmy G Commanders jerseys not coming off the shelf.
My favorite point that you made is, of course, he's a great talent, but I do love his character. I agree with that. I think that would be a phenomenal, another guy in the locker room with great character. Yeah, and that's why I love Terry, and that's why I love Jonathan Allen.
Imagine a tampering session sit down of Ron and Russ. They would be like the greatest friends ever, bro.
It'd be like with Stafford.
Does Russ have enemies besides Pete?
It'd be like
Future.
when Stafford was sat down with McVay.
Oh
It'd be like
yeah,
when Stafford
the rapper
sat down
Future.
with McVay in Cabo.
What's up, Dayo?
It'll be like when Stafford sat down with McVay and Whitworth in Cabo.
Hey, what's it called? Ron's in Cali right now. Ron was in Cali, right? Hey, where Russell Wilson at right now? Doesn't he work out in California in that offseason?
I hope so.
Please be tampering, Ron, because I think Russ is the ideal face of this rebrand. You can't roll out a rebrand with Taylor Heineke, bro. You can't.
Oh, no.
You really
can't.
No.
I appreciate him beating the Falcons.
It would be exciting. It would be super exciting, and we'll see what they
My
ends
fault,
up
y'all,
being. But it would be very
So,
exciting.
Wife was messing with
For
something.
sure.
She unplugged the internet.
So what do you like you had to put all your cards in right now? What do
Shout
y'all
out for y'all
actually
holding it down for
think
me.
is going to happen? Of course, we got you. Greg.
going to happen.
What do y'all
Do
think?
I think it's going to happen? They may mess around and either get Trubisky or Mariota. If they get either one of them, I'm like, nah, I'm
Please,
just
Jameis
draft a
Winston over
quarterback.
him. For the same money, I'll take Jameis.
So one of them with a rookie.
But here's the thing, though. I'm skeptical
Definitely
about Jameis because he's coming off an ACL injury. That's the only thing that's scaring me about Jameis.
You should see this second, bro.
Oh,
That's true.
yeah. Well, I don't know. We'll see. It's hard to judge him off last year. Even when he played, he had some good stat lines, but he didn't throw it like for a ton of yards. But he didn't have anybody to throw to. Like the weaponry was absolutely terrible.
I'll give Jameis credit on this. He didn't turn the ball over as much.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sean Payton's offense is a whole lot better than Bruce Arians. A whole lot better.
And he could throw a Hail Mary,
That's
as
also
we've
true.
seen.
Can he throw a Hail Mary, or can we not defend a Hail Mary?
We can't
That's
defend.
a
Hey, yo,
good
Landon
point.
Collins was watching
The
from
ladder.
the front row.
Yeah.
The latter, for sure.
That was a terrible defensive play call. That was so bad.
That was trash.
7 seconds left, and we're guarding. I think it was like, what, 9 of us within 8 yards
It
of
was
the
like
line of
7
scrimmage?
of them, and it was like 7 of them back.
I think it was
I had to
9.
take-
Bro,
I had
I
to
think it
take a
was
hike
insane.
around. I had to take a walk around the block. Couldn't even believe it. Yo, do not compare Russell Wilson to McNabb, bro. Don't be disrespectful.
Who just
The
said
character
that,
Who
bro?
is
said that?
not the same at all.
He said, "Let's hope Russ wouldn't be McNabb 2.0." Bro, they're so completely like the opposite of each other that's ridiculous.
Yeah, Donovan McNabb was not a worker.
First of all, Donovan
from all
McNabb was
accounts.
done by the
Cardiovascular endurance.
Cardiovascular endurance. Who are we talking about? Albert Hainsworth?
Got here.
My man got benched for Rex Grossman on a game-winning drive for cardiovascular endurance. That was really like a legendary Washington moment.
Was him and Albert Hainsworth sitting on the bench together, like
probably
getting oxygen?
Man,
I'm dead, bro.
Hey.
Greatest draft pick greatest free agency in history.
Tone, I got to run.
All right, man. Hey, man. Thank you for stopping by.
All right, Commander Rio.
Good luck, Commander Rio.
Appreciate y'all, man. Hey, y'all, I will be in contact so we can collaborate because this shit is great, man. I love this.
For sure.
I love it too, bro. Good looking.
Sounds
Good looking. Good stopping by, man. For sure, bro.
Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all be easy. Commander Rio out.
Commander Rio. See you, bro. All right, so we're gonna probably wrap it up in a second, guys. I know y'all got things to do. Dayo and I do have a podcast after this, so we gotta go ahead and wrap this up. So I wasn't here for a couple minutes. Internet went out, so sorry about that. But I heard some Mariota talk. That's trash. But one more thing to ask y'all. If y'all have one free agent you can sign this offseason, don't care what position it is. I don't care. Who would it be? I'll start with Rico, Tim, and Dayo and myself. And then we'll go
safety from New Orleans that got franchised at Marcus Williams.
Yeah.
Please. Because, I think Daxton Hill may make it to the second round. You have to trade up in the second round to get him. And you know Kyle Hamilton's not making it out of the top 10. He's not making it to our 11th pick. Bobby McCain's cool. I prefer him as depth, and maybe when we run cover 3, cover 4. But if you can get Marcus Williams and get him away from the Saints, they don't franchise tag him. That's my favorite potential free agency signing. I wanted them last year, and we ended up with Bobby McCain. But I don't hate Bobby McCain as much as everybody else does. Like, I want him back. Some people just don't want him at all. I just want him back for cheap.
Yeah, I want him back for cheap, and I want to be a backup, and I want to play a little bit of slot. I want his versatility to be out there. I don't want to be a full-time free safety. That's not it. That's not it for me. Tim, your turn.
Just looking, I don't know if it's interesting. Of which free agent do I want? I like Chris Godwin. I think he'd be an interesting guy to bring in with Terry. And I liked him beforehand, before he got injured this year, and I was interested in him last year before he got franchise tagged. And then other than that, I don't know.
You can give me another one if you want to.
Anyway, somebody else can go. It's fine. I was just looking around. I'm not really.
Oh, you can give me a second one if you got. You got a second one. I want to hear it. I love all y'all opinions. So you got a couple. Spill them out. You got any more, Rico, over Marcus Williams?
Well, I like the linebacker from Denver. I think he could be a great run stopper for us, AJ Johnson.
AJ Johnson.
But coming from Denver with the Vic Fangio defense is different from the Jack Del Rio 4-3. So I'm not exactly sure how compatible that could be. But with him being such a great run stopper, like a just fill the hole Mike linebacker, I think that would allow Holcomb to go back to the outside like he wants to be. Jamin Davis, he's never going to live up to his first round pick, but I think he could potentially grow into a pretty nice will linebacker that probably plays only 30% of snaps a game. Again, sucks for a first round pick, but I don't think Jamin Davis is going to end up being useless, but we do need a middle linebacker we don't have anybody that can engage with guards and shed them and make a tackle for loss. Cole Holcomb had a lot of tackles, and he made some plays at the line of scrimmage, but you don't expect him to go up against a guard, get rid of him, and make the tackle, in the backfield. And I would love to get a guy like that.
Yeah, I feel you. Dayo, you got a couple for me?
I like Michael Gallup. I take Gallup off the Cowboys if they don't re-sign him. I mean, he's a deep threat.
They're not returning Gallup.
Yeah, it's a deep threat. And then I know this is a pipe dream, and I know that it's going off with the scheme and whatnot, but I wouldn't mind Washington getting Stephon Gilmore. I know he's getting up there
He's
in
a free
age.
agent. I forgot his contract do round with it.
I know
Technically,
he's
yeah.
getting up there. I know he's getting up there in age as a corner, but when he's healthy, he's still one of the top 5 corners in the league.
When healthy, that's true. I'll give you that.
And then
All
not
right,
only
two-
that,
That's a low
go
key
ahead.
one I think about.
yeah. So then Gilmore and Gallup, and then whatever happens, happens.
All right,
I like Robert Tonyan coming on. I know he's coming off the
Ooh,
ACL, but I don't
Yeah.
know what the Packers are going to do with him. But I think pairing him up with the Logan Thomas, both of them coming off ACL tears, that would be an interesting combination. But I think he has a lot. He has a ton of physical talents, similar to like a George Kittle. Actually, I think George Kittle's a little bit more athletic, but as far as just pure athleticism, he's actually really, really, really good. And so I would like to get a Robert Tonyan to pair up for 2 tight end sets for Logan Thomas. I think that would be interesting. And Leonard Fournette's calling my name too. I like Leonard
Leonard
Fournette.
Fournette.
I want, yeah. Just in
I
case he
have a
goes
nick.
off the cool
I
shit.
have a nickname for Bob Tunyon. I call him Big Blunt Tunyon. Just so, but that's his name, Big Blunt Tunyon. But I don't think it would work. I don't think Tunyon would come here because I think Rodgers would wants to keep him in Green Bay. But Green Bay's cap is off the wazoo right now, and they gotta find a way to keep Rodgers happy, and not only that, they have to keep Devontae Adams as well.
I feel you.
So trade for Rodgers and then bring Tonyan.
Or well,
That'd be fire.
either trade for Rodgers and Adams and get Tunyon.
He's actually probably my favorite quarterback as far as the ones with the cap hit, because he's a $46 million cap hit next year, but the year after that he's only $7 million. So you could potentially
Did not know that.
move that around. So that's a total of what, $53 million. So maybe you make it like 25 this year and 28 next year or something like that,
or like
and then that
26.5
will get
both years
underneath
evenly.
the 13.5% mark that I was talking about, and I think that would be a lot of fun. I just am a super Drew Lock fan. That's why I said Drew Lock earlier. I think there's so much potential in that young kid.
Hey,
but
Tim,
it's just not going to work.
No disrespect, but
You're going to disrespect me. I get it.
Drew Lock is not the answer.
Drew
I
Lock
seen
has
him play.
so many abilities.
I seen
He
Drew Lock
looked
play.
good in the SEC before he came out. When he
But
played in the
here's the
SEC.
But here's the
Missouri,
thing with Drew
yeah.
Lock. Here's the thing with Drew Lock. He's too turnover prone. No, he's too turnover prone.
If you look at his first, I think he's only played like, well, I don't remember what he did this year. So, but going before, if you looked at his first 18 games, which is all he had played, and you compare that to Baker Mayfield and Josh Allen, they threw more turnovers.
Yeah, but then you realize, man, he wasn't really good after the back end of his rookie season.
Drew Lock?
Yes.
Yeah, well, the second year, he had one of the worst offensive lines. It was like rated like 27th according to PFF. He lost his number 1 receiver with Courtland Sutton. Like Jerry Jeudy led the league and dropped second in the league and dropped passes behind Deontay Johnson. Like he had a lot of stuff that was not going his way, and he definitely needs to work on some accuracy issues. I'm not saying that Drew Lock is perfect day one, but I think there's so much potential in that one.
Oh wait.
Gardner Minshew.
Number 2's not an option.
All right, so I'm gonna kick this out. So Gardner Minshew not getting traded from the Eagles. Okay, he might be their starter next year. Okay, so chill.
Mm-hmm.
He might be. They don't believe in Jalen Hurts. They don't trade for one of the big names. They got 3-1, so they can probably pick whatever they want to pick out. But give him.
There's also a couple of guards that I like to replace Brandon Sheriff because we're not about to pay him all that money. And I love
give me those.
As a backup.
We might have the same ones, Rico. Who you got, bro?
My favorite's probably Laken Tomlinson right now, but I also like Austin.
Niners
I like
regardless.
Austin Corbett and Andrew Norwell.
Andrew
Again,
Norwell,
I love
solid.
Wes Schweitzer, but I think he's your because after he played center really well too. I just love him as a backup. He needs to be emergency left guard, center, right guard. But he could technically start
He be calling 911.
Yeah. If we can go and get somebody for half or less than that of Brandon Sheriff's money, I think it can work. Because Charles Leno's no Trent Williams, but Trent Williams is out here getting quarterback money. And so your team is more productive cap space wise. You're able to spend more money, allocate your resources to other positions. I feel like you can do the same thing with instead of paying Brandon Sheriff quarterback money, you can go and get like a Laken Tomlinson and make it work. Pay him probably
Oh,
10 mil.
So Lakin Tomlinson, wasn't he like a first round pick? Did he get his option picked up by the Niners?
I don't remember. I gotta look into that. I know they haven't done it. If they did do it, it's already up, or they haven't done it yet.
I 100% agree with you with going cheaper on guard because of John Matsko. He has done a phenomenal job, the O-line coach. He has done a phenomenal job with whoever he's thrown in there. We were still, a top 6 or something O-line, even with
Top
injuries
6,
throughout.
like
It's been awesome what he's able to do. And I think he did. I thought Sam Cosmi was going to need a little time before actually becoming a pretty good right tackle. But then because John Matsko, he comes out as a 90 PFF right tackle out of the gate, like a 96 in the run game or something like that. Like, we have a phenomenal coach at that line, O-line spot. So I'm okay with not getting the most top dollar individuals, even though Brandon Sheriff, I think, is a top dollar individual, as long as he can stay healthy, which that's not been the case. But I think that John Matsko can basically take just about any 5 guys and turn them into a pretty darn good offensive line.
I agree.
At least above average. All right, so Lakin Tomlinson, by the way, is a free agent. He's a unrestricted free agent. His contract does expire. He restructured his contract to where it will expire this year, but they will pay his rest of his signing bonus over 3 years as a restructure. So that's why he's a free agent this year. So you're correct. He's a free agent. I'll take Lakin Tomlinson too. I like Lakin Tomlinson. He's physical.
Lakin Tomlinson
has a nasty disposition about him.
Lakin Tomlinson majority played left guard. So if he come here, he's going to play right guard. That's the only spot.
Oh, you can move.
No, Flowers stays at left guard. Flowers stays at left guard.
You would want to keep the chemistry there if you can with him and
That's fine.
I would move Lakin.
I'm not an Eric Flowers guy. I don't really care.
But I don't think that the difference between I'm not an expert, but the difference between left and right guard is not like the difference between left and right tackle.
Yeah, I agree.
But I think this Flowers is okay as a pulling guard. All right. Lakin is actually pretty good as a pulling guard because he played under Shanahan. And Shanahan runs those zone
blocking schemes.
Yeah, and which basically has them pulling majority of the time. So, take it for what it's worth. It is what it is. So,
and he's also a little younger than Brandon as well. I want to point that out.
I can't believe this guy's a free agent.
Who?
John Bostic. How do we get him
Shut up, bro.
How do we get him back? He needs to be in the building. He's got to get off this list. He has got to get off this list.
They're not keeping Bostic.
There's no way, bro. At this point,
if people find out about Bostic, we're going to struggle to keep him.
We'll be fine.
We'll manage.
It's hilarious.
We'll manage somehow.
Dayo's thinking I'm actually half serious. I hate Bostic. Just to let you know, Dayo.
Trust me, I don't like Bostic either.
I'll just let you know how I feel about it.
I
know I'm not alone.
I'm about to say, as many John Bossy suck viewers you have made, Tim. Come on, Tim.
John Bostic.
Come on, Tim.
Apparently, John Bostic is good at getting the other 10 guys in position, but he can't figure out where he's supposed to be. How is that possible? I mean, good grief.
Man is a pre-snap maestro, but guard is right after.
Oh my gosh, he is a double teaming the flat on 3rd and 18. Double team the flat.
Listen.
Good grief.
Leave you wide open.
I don't even remember who it was in the beginning of the year. There was off hike. He just vacated his zone. And that's where the quarterback went. Like, bang!
They should have kept Kevin Pierre-Louis instead of John Bostic, but whatever. It is.
John Bostic should never have been signed. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
He says a travesty.
My Steelers friend was like, "Yep, good luck."
I didn't even hate Bostic coming because I didn't know much about him. I was just like, "Oh, okay, cool. I mean, that's interesting. Why not?" And then I've watched him here in the Burgundy and Gold, and like, holy smoke! Like. And you got to think, like, is it all him or is it coaching?
It's coaching.
Because when he left, it's not like linebacker position got any better. Like, it's been bad.
It got better by default, but it wasn't good.
He was so bad.
It's terrible.
But But all right, I'm gonna give you guys a couple free. I'm gonna give y'all free that I've been looking at. If y'all watch the series when I've brought free agents that I wanted, number one on my list, I want a free safety, bro. It's
Tyrann Mathieu.
the Bobby McCain experiment ain't cutting it. I don't want to hear nothing about him catching 2 picks on Jake Fromm. Excuse my French, you can miss me with that shit, okay? Shut the freak up and get the hell out of here with that crap, all right?
How
Shut
dare you
up.
insult Rico's Georgia Bulldogs?
Man, I hate that man so much, bro. That man is excommunicated from Georgia Bulldog alumni fandom. We don't acknowledge his
Jake Fromm's an op. Let's
Jake
move on.
Fromm.
Jake Fromm is an op.
He was an Alabama op.
Clearly, bro. He was definitely a double agent.
Rico, I'm a UGA fan as well, and I'll say this, and I told my man this anytime when it comes to UGA, I will support you until you get to the league. Once you're in the league, you are on your own. You are on your own.
It depends.
No. Trust me, man.
Dayo is no. It's just that's it.
Because Roquan, I love Roquan. I can't let him go.
Trust me, I love Roquan. Trust me when I say this. Trust me when I say this. Kirby is starting to become like Nick in when it comes to this recruiting. Sometimes his recruits are hit and miss. So you support them while they're in college, but once they get drafted, you keep an eye on them and see how they do. But other than that, they're on their own.
I got when Nick Chubb breaks a tackle, I'm up there screaming like I'm a Browns fan, bro. I can't help it, bro. Watch him coming out of high school, recover from 2 torn ACLs, bro. Nick Chubb's story itself, I gotta root for. So
I was sleeping on
I
Nick
can't
Chubb.
let him go.
I don't lie on Nick Chubb. I was completely sleep on him. I was like, oh no, they got Kareem Hunt. He's gonna be the starter.
Look,
Forget Chubb. Chubb's not. No. Go with Hunt. I like Hunt way better. And then it's like, oh, another 80-yard rush, and another 60-yard rush. Okay, I guess he's pretty good.
My man said, my friend said that he thinks Sony Michel was going to be a better running back coming out than Nick Chubb. I was like, no, Nick Chubb is going to be better than Kareem.
He got drafted higher than him, right?
Sony
Michel was the first.
Sony Michel was drafted in the first round, yet Nick Chubb's still better than him. So,
100%.
Yeah, it was just the Nick Chubb would wear down defenses, and Sony Michel would come out there with the pass catching ability and speed and run right past linebackers that are bruised up because Nick Chubb bruised them up.
Yeah, that was a weird first round pick. I already told you I don't like wide receiver first round picks. I hate running back first round.
Oh yeah, it's over with. This day and age, running back first round, unless it's just Derrick Henry, and even then,
Derrick Henry was a second round pick.
Derrick Henry is a bum in the playoffs. 2.6 yards a carry, 3.1 yards a carry, 3.4 yards a carry. This guy, you don't put all of your eggs in a running back. That's silly. I don't care. I think Derrick Henry's amazing, but you go to the playoffs and then it's like, oh wait, I can't do anything with Derrick Henry anymore.
Well,
it did invest free draft picks in Julio, and they did draft AJ Brown. I'm just saying, they have done more than just put all their eggs in him.
But we can all agree. Ryan Tannehill is not the answer.
Ryan Tannehill is trash. Let me get this free agents, man.
Oh yeah, sorry, I talk a lot. I apologize.
No, it's all good. It was good banter. It's fine. So, number one is Jesse Bates. Number one. Main priority of him quarterback. We gotta do that either for a trade or free agency or for the draft. Ain't no free agent quarterback out here gonna save our lives. Jesse Bates, number one. Give me Jesse Bates. The man's a certified dog, put a stamp on his Super Bowl. I don't think he's leaving Cincinnati, but look, darn it. If there's a chance, there's a chance. I like to give him Marcus Williams, too. That's 1A, 1B. One of them two. I need one of them, okay? Justin Reed, one of them three. That's 1A, 1B, 1C. I need them. I need one of them, okay? Tyrann Mathieu, a little bit of age for me. Honey Badger, I think to the left. A little too old, my man. You too old to hop in this party. If there ain't over club, you gotta go that way. Nice knowing you. But the next thing I would definitely want, I kind of want a compliment to Gibby. That's not a pass catching back. I love Jared Patch, don't get me wrong, but
draft him.
Hey, I'll say Leonard Fournette on a 1 year, $4 million contract.
No, I'm telling you this right now. Draft a running back.
Draft Fournette.
I kind of like Ty Chandler from UNC. Tychael,
Oh, yeah,
potentially late round pick.
It's guys you can draft. I'm not disagreeing with that.
James Cook. That's Dalvin Cook's brother. I like James Cook.
James Cook. Cool. All right,
But he's like a receiving back, so I mean, that's if we don't re-sign JD McKissick.
Yes, I don't think we don't. If we don't retain
JD's
JD, I'll say for that.
But better resign JD McKissick.
Better resign JD McKissick. I agree. With
yeah.
that. But number 2, actually, for me, for real, I know cap. It's tough for me, bro. It's tough for me. I ain't gonna hold you. I want A-Rob, bro. I want Allen Robinson. I want Allen Robinson, bro. I kind of don't care what it takes, bro. We need a number 2 receiver besides Terry McLaurin, bro. Curtis Samuel is not a 2, bro. I'm sorry. I love Curtis. You can't trust a man with 2 first names, Louis T would say. But look, bro, it's not it. It's not it. He's a legit 3. He might be a low one 2. But he's not like a legit 2. Like, I'm scared of Curtis Samuel. He gonna eat me up for 150 and 2 tubs. No, he don't scare you like that. Allen Robinson, you might be like, oh shit, he might actually kill me for 150 and 2 tubs. He might do that to me. Curtis Samuel, he might get 100 yards, maybe if he gets like 15 targets, but he's not gonna do that to me if he doesn't get 15 targets. A-Rod might get 8 targets, catch him off for 100, 2 tubs. Might moss you, get off me, you too big, you too little boy, get off me. He might give you the little push off, one hand, give me that.
I do like A-Rob because of size. I would love to get a receiver with size in here, not named Cam Sims. I think he's 6'3" or something like that. So A-Rob would be a good compliment to Terry, who's like 6 foot ish or something like that. Who's obviously phenomenal. I love him, but I think that would be a great compliment.
And last but not least, I want to tight end 2. I don't care who the hell it is. Ricky Seals-Jones, you cool, bro. It was cool. It was a nice little ride. You cool, bro. It's cool. I need an upgrade. I need you to scoot off to the left. I need you to go that way. No. To another team. Just go to another team. You'll find work somewhere else. It's fine.
Who do you want?
Thanks, but no thanks. I want David Njoku. Anybody but Evan Ingram. Put it that way. Anyone but Evan. That O.J. Howard. That's everyone but Bones.
I would take Evan Ingram over David Njoku.
I would not take Evan Ingram at all. You know,
I would take Ingram over Njoku.
Whoa! Huh?
Yeah, I'm not.
Ingram's been more productive, but he's just been a little bit more injury prone as well, though. But Ingram has played better per snap.
Yeah, I would take Ingram.
Awful. I can't stand it.
Yes, you got to get him in. The whatever you call that thing that throws the balls at you over and over. The jug.
My man need the jug.
Them drops
10 times a day.
Yeah, you got to catch 1,000 balls an hour. Like he's got to figure it out how to catch. But I would take him over Njoku. I liked Njoku a couple of years ago, but he just continues to never do anything.
I ain't gonna lie.
Is nobody else high on John Bates? Because I really actually like John Bates.
I don't hate Bates, bro. I actually like John Bates, bro.
Bates was actually the best rookie.
Me and Louis had a conversation.
Yeah.
I don't disclose our conversations of other content creators, but I will talk about this one. We was texting, and I was like, yeah, hey, bro, we've been on John Bates. He said he's a low end 2 at best. He's probably more like a tight end 3. Look at the film. I don't disagree. Okay, it's a low end 2, probably a high end tight end 3. He said in the video, so I asked him just to verify. You really think this? He said, yeah. So, okay. Looked at it. I said, oh, okay.
I mean, I don't hate John Bates.
Got a point. And
he's got to be Kyle Rudolph if he's going to be good.
Yeah, he looks like a Kyle Rudolph. That's what he looks like, a Kyle Rudolph.
I see that.
And it's number, I think, and I want to tie into a 1-year deal. I'm not asking for the dude to be getting a 3-year contract, get paid a bunch of money, kick out the bread, kick out the beans truck for him, Breeze truck for tight end 2, kick out all the money. No, it's just a 1-year deal. Let John Bates develop a little bit more. Let's see what Sammons Reyes got. And all right, year two, you being here, you won't be here. You can skedaddle. I'll go ahead and put John Bates in there. We go from there.
Yeah, we'll see what
Sammons Reyes deal for a guy like O.J. Howard or something, or even if you want Evan Ingram, fine, but just a tight end 2. I don't care. Insert name, I don't care. Now, I would pay Dalton Schultz more than 1 year, though. He was eating.
Fantasy points.
Dalton Schultz is solid.
The thing about Dalton Schultz is this. he needs to put some more muscle on him because he get pushed around in the run game.
Yeah, but that's what John Bates is for.
No, you got to have somebody that does both. I don't like this idea of like we have a run blocking tight end, we have a receiving tight end. No, we got to have somebody that does both. Because that's the whole point. That's the whole point. If you can't do both, you're basically an offensive lineman. Or you're basically a receiver. Like you're wasting my time if you can't do both. That's the whole point in a tight end.
Jordan Reed, Vernon Davis, and the guy from what's his name?
Fred Davis.
The bigger guy. Nah, the third guy that could only block. We had the blocker, and then we had the two receivers, Vernon Davis and Jeremy Sprinkle.
Sprinkle could block.
None of them were dual threats.
I feel like Sprinkle couldn't do anything. But yeah, no, 100%. Because Jordan Reed could not stop holding. Every time he blocked, it was a hold.
He couldn't block.
Yeah, to your point, we basically had two receivers and an offensive lineman and those three tight ends. It was
pointless.
Terrible.
It's not useful. You got to get somebody that can do both. George Kittle can do both. Travis Kelce can do both. Gronk can do both. Like that's the whole. Noah Fant can do both. T.J. Hockenson can do both. Like there's many guys out there that could do both.
I think Logan
and you got to get both.
Can do both.
Logan Thomas is
help
bad. I like Logan. There's nothing wrong with Logan.
I think Logan's top 10 tight end would help you. I just want a guy that, all right, look, bro, I can flex him on third and 8. He runs a slant. He gets the first down. We don't have that. We don't have a chain mover at tight end when Logan Thomas gets hurt. When Logan Thomas gets hurt, it's a wrap, bro. Like, Ricky Seals.
I mean, that's probably most teams, though, right? Like, if George Kittle got hurt, San Francisco doesn't have one anymore or whatever.
But they got Brandon Ayuk and Deebo Samuel. Just saying. So they got two guys who can win on third down. We don't have that. With Curtis Samuel ain't healthy, and I can't trust him. So I'm gonna have another weapon who I can say, all right, third down, throw the ball, get a first down, bro. Let's move on to the next set of downs.
Yeah.
Good. Curtis Samuel don't stay healthy. Logan come off ACL till he's 30. I know everybody's like, oh, you should be concerned with that. I am. He's 30, bro. Like, you're not gonna be the same dude you were 25 when you're 30. It's gonna take you a little longer to recover. Like, it is what it is. You're getting older. I'm not saying he's old, but he's getting older. So yeah. I'm a little concerned. He's off an ACL tear, bro. And then he messed up his hamstring before that. So I'm a little concerned. I might be getting this guy to be tight end 1 if Logan don't come back. That's nothing I'm thinking about too. So,
but Rico, you like John Bates?
Yeah, I like John Bates a lot. I'm probably higher on him than everybody in this conversation. I don't necessarily think he's about to be George Kittle or Travis Kelce, but I think with his run, he was a dominant run blocker. Pro Football Focus felt like he was the best run blocking tight end in the NFL, and it was like a wide gap. And then if he could just catch everything thrown his way, I think he's solid. I mean, really, it's only maybe 3 tight ends out here separating on their own with route running. Honestly, maybe 3, 4, and they're still productive. There's a lot of productive tight ends. I think it's on Scott Turner more so for John Bates to get open and scheme him open than it is for John Bates. It would be nice if his route running was better. But when in doubt, when you have all of these threats around, your running game is going, John Bates, whoever you throw out there, is honestly going to be open underneath. We just need a guy that can catch. Jeremy Sprinkle would be open but couldn't catch. And then for a fact John Bates.
They're zone beaters. John Bates is a zone beater. So which is fine.
Yeah.
He's definitely not going to be Jordan Reed by any stretch of our imagination. And he's not Kittle. I know what's his name was loving to compare him, Corey from On the Warpath. He was loving to get that comparison to George Kittle, not because of necessarily his physical, but he talked about like stats or something along those lines. But no, he is nothing like George Kittle.
George Kittle is like one of the fastest tight ends in the league.
He is awesome.
And
there's a lot of guys that have good athleticism. John Bates is not one, but I hated John Bates' pick until I found the Kyle Rudolph comparison. Then it's like, okay, well, there's somebody else in the league that has a potential like him of very similar speed, similar size, great hands. Not really a guy that's going to get open separation or anything like that, but Kyle Rudolph would just go over top of you and catch it, right? So that's what he's got to be if he wants to be good. And it's once I found that comparison, I lightened up on that pick. But I would love Robert Tonyan over him because I think he has a lot more potential.
That's fine.
Definitely the higher ceiling.
Yeah.
Definitely the higher ceiling.
Yeah, that's why I want a guy with a really high ceiling, but with a medium floor. Like the floor, not like, oh, he's gonna be trash if he don't pan out. But
Samus Reyes, high ceiling, low floor. Samus Reyes.
He could be a dog if he stay healthy. I truly think, bro, like Baker was the problem in Cleveland. And I go for everybody. I go for Jarvis Landry. I go for
Shit,
Odell.
Odell, he's in the Super Bowl.
They go for David Njoku. They go for freaking Austin Hooper. If anybody not named Nick Chubb, their problem was Baker Mayfield. Period.
Look at Odell.
He
He's in the Super
sucks. Baker Mayfield sucks. So I think Njoku can.
There's no excuses for him this year. Absolutely, he had one of the most stacked teams in the league, and he ended up what 7-9 or 8-9 or something like that. Yeah, that's unbelievable.
He was not 8-9. He was 6-9 because Case Keenum won 2 games.
That's horrible.
Okay,
that's unbelievable.
That is terrible.
It's unbelievable. But I remember in the beginning, because I think Jeris was saying about his injury. Oh, he was struggling later. They were 3-3. They were 4-4. They were 5-5. They were 6-6 at one point in the season. Like this guy had everything, and I liked Baker Mayfield coming out. I thought he was an interesting guy. But
I did too.
Like it's there's zero excuses I'm giving him this year. It's unbelievable what he did with so much offensively and defensively. That team was stacked, and they end up 6-10 or 6 whatever it is. 8,
he was 6-9 as a starter. They were 8-9 as a team.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
All
what I said.
right, so-
Case Keenum was 2-0.
Yeah.
Hey, so
Should just rocked with him. Jay
I
Gruden.
think this about it for this discussion. I know y'all gotta go. We got this pod. So shout out to Rico, shout out to Tim, man. Shout out to Dayo.
Thanks for having me.
I will put Dayo's podcast in the description as well as everyone's YouTube channel in the description as well. So y'all can run up the subs, man. Get my man Rico to 12K, man. You know what I'm saying? My man Rico to 12K. Here I got the drip. Here I got the commander drip on. So get my man to 12K. Get Tim to 3K, man. Tim is the best play-by-play.
He is holding out.
Tim at the Tim Sports Talk. I'm declaring this right now. Is the best play-by-play YouTuber I've ever seen.
Thanks, man.
Period. At me. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put extra emphasis on it. At me, bitch. Okay? At me. Okay.
That's what I say every play-by-play. No, just kidding.
He dope because he don't
That's
want
my
to be
catchphrase.
monetized. But yeah, and Dayo, man, I enjoy my time with Dayo on the podcast, on the Happy Hour podcast. Really dope stuff, man. So go ahead and find where we get your podcast from. Go ahead and go subscribe to DDT Football Podcast, Happy Hour podcast.
We need somebody.
And on Anchor, get my man paid, man, so he can do it full time and quit 9 to 5 like we all trying to do. So everybody plug your stuff in, and we're gonna get the heck out of here, man.
Subscribe
with
to my
Dayo,
podcast
we'll go
on
around.
Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts from. Like it, rate it, review it, subscribe to it. Give us 5 stars. I will love y'all. Give it 4 stars or below. We will hunt you down. And not only that, I'm inclined to believe that you are a hater. Shout out to Bomani Jones for that one.
That's my favorite guy to listen to too.
I'm Tim from the Tim Sports Talk. Yeah, you get, I've been here several times. But anyway, yes, the Tim from the Tim Sports Talk. Find me on YouTube. I need to figure out the whole the audio only platforms. I haven't dabbled in those, but I need to get on that.
Anchor.
Yeah.
Anchor.
Anchor app, is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah,
and also,
app,
Rico, I also need one of you to text Rio as well. I want to know the Malik Willis games to watch. Like, what's the ones that
okay
that get you interested?
I'm gonna make a group chat with everyone I got their numbers for in our community, and we'll start a group chat so we can like start collabing with each other easier and things of that nature too. Because I know it's kind of hard for us to communicate with each other, so definitely for sure. I'll probably give you Rio's number, Tim, and you can just text him.
Okay, if he's cool with that, that's fine.
Or
you can give him mine. That's fine too. However you want to do it.
I'll send you.
Either way, for me too.
Yeah, cool. I'll send everybody each other's contact. We'll make a group chat or something so we can like collaborate more often and stuff like that. So that should be dope. Rico, my lookalike.
Yes, sir. Rico from Street Scores. You can find me on YouTube, Street Scores. You can also find me on Twitter, Street Scores ATL. And one last thing, don't be surprised if George Pickens ends up being the best receiver from this class. That's all I got.
He is good. Unfortunate injury, but yes, very good.
And hey, you Pro Tech fan, I know what to do, man. We on the road to 3K, man. Shout out to Rico. Shout out to Tim. Shout out to Dayo. Shout out to Jeris and Commander Rio for stopping by tonight on tonight's Washington Commanders Roundtable. It's the first roundtable with the new name. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. This was fun. This was dope. I do apologize for internet issues. Wifey did unplug the internet. Do not get mad, Chanel. Do not be commenting, get mad at my wife, all right? I will come find you.
The worst.
Damn it. And I love you guys. You guys have a great one, man. And y'all stay safe, stay healthy, stay blessed, man. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. Until then, peace, cuz. Y'all can go to sleep, do what y'all do. I don't know. Have a good